everyone, and welcome to round 3 of RWB's Balance of Power series. We are at the beautiful Donington Park today, currently in free practice. It's free practice for about another 12 minutes, as you see there at the top. But yeah, as I said, at beautiful Donington Park. 12 corners, 12 beautiful corners where we will definitely get to see some action. As you're ready to see Daniel Barnett going off there. It's going to be an absolutely amazing track. Myself and my co-commentator, Mr. Draakje.stam, is back. We have both, well, I have fully recovered from a cold. He has fully found his spiritual self again. So we are definitely ready. Currently in free practice, conditions are dry. Track says optimum, of course, because it is free practice. But we'll see. Of course, we do have our qualifying system with the ballast added. So we have quite a few drivers, Draakje, that I think are gonna have a bit of trouble this race. But yeah, Draakje, how are you? What have you been up to? What do you think of this race? Are you excited? What can we see today?
Too many questions from my brain right now to be able to answer at once. How are you? Yes, I'm very well. As far as I know, you are also from last week cold. You're fully recovered, so that's good. I was actually too tired last week to be able to commentate because work.
Work.
What can we expect from this race? Yeah, literally just work. Well, it's gonna be an interesting one, I think. Because I'm right now looking at the ballasts for the guys that got the ballast and how much. And the thing is, P1 right now in the standings, that's Mr. Marco Badowski with 352 points. Yes, I'm saying that correct. Actually only has 20 kilograms of ballast, while the number 2, Godzilla, has 30 kilo of ballast, but is number 2 in the standings. So Badowski might be able to get a lead on the day's race.
But see, we are actually currently on board with Godzilla, but I think a force we should have to watch out for is, of course, Daniel Barnett. I mean, you know, last race, I know you came into my VC at that point and said, JJ, look at Daniel, look at what he's doing. He's absolutely driving like a maniac. So I mean, my thing is, Draakje, is this season's racing has been shaken up so much. We've seen, you know, a lot of people that have, you know, kind of just popped out and be like, hey, listen, I have a chance to win this.
Yeah, definitely. So, still with the standings, Barnett got 183 points from last week. That's a lot. As Mr. Chablon, that's in front of him in the standings, only got 70. So that's still gonna be interesting the whole season long, I think, because it's really close now with the ballast. I'm actually loving this season.
Exactly, and I mean,
I don't know what about you, but
you know, it's different. That's the thing. It is extremely. I have to say, Draakje, 100%, right? The thing about this season is, and for those who didn't watch last season, right, is last season, you know, it was close, but I think, you know, we definitely saw a lot of people, you know, kind of really stand out and, you know, were obviously kind of in the lead, if that makes sense. But now, it's totally mixed up. You know, every race we get into, we have absolutely zero clue on, you know, who's going to win, who's going to perform. So this season, Draakje, is probably hands down for me one of my favorite seasons that we've had. And I 100% think it has more to come. It definitely has a lot more to come, I can tell you that.
Definitely. There are still some exciting races coming up. Let's see what we actually have lined up for this season still.
Yeah,
Might
actually,
be
let's
an
have a look
interesting
at what
one
we
to
have
look
lined up for
at.
season. Currently, as we can see, everyone in the pits. I don't think anyone's... there's like 8 minutes of free practice left, but I have a feeling they're going to start quali early. I hope our 2 people that we're interviewing, I hope they're... I hope those 2 guys are getting in.
Yeah, so for the guys that didn't know, that are just only watching the stream, what we will be doing while the gold tiers are qualifying, we will have 2 bronze tiers that I will be interviewing. Then when the silver tiers are qualifying, we will have, I think, 1 or 2 gold tiers.
We're going to have 2 bronzes, 1 gold, and 1 silver, because otherwise they start complaining.
So 1 gold while silver is qualifying, and while bronze is qualifying, we will have a silver to interview. So we'll have 1 or 2 guys from every tier. So that's gonna be interesting.
Really interesting. I think we can definitely I do think we should ask them kind of what they think about the season and what they think about today, because these guys that we're talking to, I mean, hey, if luck goes their way, hell, they could win this race. That's my thing is because of the ballast and everything affecting that. I honestly, Draakje, have no idea what to expect from this race. I have absolutely zero clue what to expect. I have just messaged Mr. Ross and Mr. John D, telling them they can hop in waiting for comms whenever they are ready. So we'll have a look at that. But yeah, everyone, welcome to the stream. I know this is a bit earlier than we usually do, and that probably caught some people off guard. But hey, we change up the game. Me and Draakje, we change up the game, don't we, Draakje? We might cause some problems, but I mean, hey, we change up the game at least.
We always cause problems, don't you know?
Oh, word, bro. The fact that they still have us around amazes me. It absolutely amazes me.
Even after Zandvoort.
Oh yeah, but yeah, honestly, after Zandvoort, bro, I wish we could have Zandvoort all over again, man, because that was the one race I really wanted to commentate, and then
we will have Zandvoort at round 6 of the season.
Yes.
Zandvoort at round 6 in 28 days. 28 days.
Yes. You guys heard that from the man himself. I hope I'm not on vacation then or something. Imagine that I miss Zandvoort for a second
You better
time.
not. You better not. I will buy you a plane ticket to fly you home for that race. I swear. I will buy you a plane ticket for it.
Watch Draakje do that, guys. He will actually do that.
Not a lot of you guys know me, but I will actually do it.
Okay, but let's have a look at the timing. So in free practice, Mo played the fastest in that beautiful Ferrari. Jag for the win at Zandvoort. Yes, Nate. Yes, Jag for the win, my man. But yeah, Draakje, let's have a look at a bit of the standings, right? So, in free practice, of course, Mo played the fastest of 1:26.910. M. Badalski right behind him, just under 2 tenths. C. Crawford Brown 3 tenths behind, and Godzilla 4 tenths behind. Neil Barnett, unfortunately, 8 tenths behind, and then Xavier Eugenie 1.3 seconds, and we can go down the list. My thing is, Draakje, realistic prediction: who's gonna win this race?
Well, yeah, that's free practice, but I don't know how fast they are in qualifying. I will make my bets. Oh, you just
crap.
screwed up.
Yeah, I have done something. No, that was not me. No, wait. Okay, wait. It should still be.
Nate, help me.
Nate.
Nate.
No, but I didn't even touch it, man. I didn't touch it. Okay, let's see if I can fix it.
So sorry for the terrible quality right now, but I think I will place my bets once the gold tiers have actually qualified. Because Ammo played is in the gold tier, and as far as I can see, he actually DNS'd race 1, the first round of this season. That's a beautiful background.
I figured out what it is. Draakje.
Yes.
What's happened? Okay, what's happened is a setup. So ACC, Nate. I don't know if you can hear us. It's gonna be delayed, but ACC isn't showing up on my side on the stream. So I have absolutely I can't see it. I didn't even tamper with the thing. I didn't even touch it. So I don't know what happened, but it's fine. We move. Okay. Let's talk. Draakje, I think we have 2 people to interview. Yeah, I think we have 2 people to
at the same time, or?
Actually, I'm gonna hop in with that. Which one do you want first?
Do you want my honest answer?
Yes.
I cannot care less which one comes first. I want to speak to them both.
You want to speak to both, okay.
I cannot care if the one comes first. But we have some interesting guys that
There,
are
it's
actually
fixed. It's
gold
fixed.
tier.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Nate. We love you. Thank you, Nate. We love you. Okay, I'll drag
Kisses,
up.
Nate. Kisses.
I'll drag up both. I'll drag up both. I will
Fine.
drag up both. John, Ross, can you guys hear us?
Hello, yep.
Oh,
That's
yes.
a little
John, can you
mic
hear us?
check. John.
Hey, is it fixed, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
all
I was
good
about
now,
to
Nate.
say,
Thank
yeah,
you.
it's yeah. I didn't even touch it. I don't know what happened, but that's fine. You know what? It's a bad luck. It's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Nate. We appreciate. Yeah. Okay. So Ross, John, both bronze drivers. Draakje is going to talk to you guys, but ask you guys a few questions. If you guys have any questions for us or for the people at home, feel free to ask. Draakje, take it away, and if you need help, start screaming rapidly.
Start screaming. Well, I won't do that for the ears of the beautiful watchers. Let's start. So, for my eyes, just John, you are actually driving the Lexus, correct?
Yeah, I am, and I'm very curious if you can hear me because I had a failed microphone 2 minutes ago.
No,
We can actually hear you, so that's good.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
that's a good start. Yeah, I'm driving the Lexus. I was driving the Mercedes the last league, and I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't like that car much at all. I kind of took it without testing, and driving ACC for a while. There's a few cars that's been a bit standard I have never really tried out, and Lexus is one of those go-to cars that is just it's not the fastest, but it's fast and it's stable, it's dependable. So yeah, I chose the Lexus for this one.
Draakje, sorry,
Yes.
I have to respond to John first. John, so you're telling me you didn't like the Mercedes and you proceeded to go over to the Lexus. You do
Exactly.
realize there's a McLaren, a Porsche, a Ferrari. You don't have to punish
Weird
yourself.
steps,
You do get
but
that right. You don't have to punish yourself.
Well, it comes down to the car choices. You've done a few cars before, and you don't want to do the same car all the time. I've done the Mercedes, no, not the. I've done the McLaren, I've done the NSX, but not the Lexus. So it was about time for the Lexus this time around. Also, signed up for the 12 hours in the Lexus, so of course going to do the Lexus in the league.
sounds good. And to fire back at you, Panda, number 3 and number 4 in our standings are both driving a Lexus, so do not shame the Lexus.
I'm not shaming the Lexus. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. You know what?
Yeah,
Let's just
you
move
actually.
on. Let's just move on, okay?
Mr. Ross, correct me if I'm wrong, you are driving the Bentley 2018, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
What car did you have last season?
This is
The
my first
same?
season. No, this is my first season, so yeah. It's a new season, new car for me.
Last season he was on a bike actually driving onto the circuit.
Yeah, he was a marshal. He was a marshal next to the track. That's
Yes.
what he was.
But so far into the season, how is the Bentley?
Yeah, it's good. I've only drove the last round, so this is my second round. But yeah, it feels nice and stable. Feels a good car to drive. Yeah, being quite new to ACC, so I thought it'd be quite a stable car to choose first.
Yeah, that's true. As far as I know, it's indeed quite a stable car, and I get a little poke into my side from Mr. Panda that actually has a question. So go ahead.
I do want to ask, sorry, so you both, nothing against you by the way, but the reason we wanted to interview bronzes is because you guys are, you guys are more at the back of the field, you are at a bit of slower pace, but with these regulations of the ballast and whatnot, we've seen a lot of unpredictable, how can I say this, a lot of results that we wouldn't expect. So my question for you guys is kind of, what are you guys expecting for this race? What are you hoping you can do? What's kind of your goal? What do you think you can achieve? For both of you, of course. So whichever one wants to start.
I'll go first if that's okay. Yeah, so I think for me, it's purely just about just clean racing. I think I'm new to ACC, new to sim racing overall, really, and obviously first league I drove in. So I just want to just enjoy the racing. I'm not too fussed about being that competitive at the minute. So yeah, that's the point for me, really.
It's a bit difficult to say sometimes, because what kind of placement you get is one thing, but it's how much issues do you have during the race? How do you feel you have performed in the race? And it's in these races, 30 minutes. There's a lot of incidents. You just want to have a clean race without spinning, without hitting anyone or anything like that, and you end up picking up quite a few places just by doing that. Personally, I think top 15, I would have been more than happy if I managed to do that. But it's a little bit of bingo, T1 and a lot of tight spaces on these tracks. So I expect people to be on the green stuff quite a lot.
Okay. I do want to say thank you guys so much. We are gonna unfortunately have to wrap this up, but before we wrap this up, I want a quick, just a quick, just ballpark, okay? Just ballpark it for me. So 2 questions. First question is, who's gonna win the race? Second question, where do you think you'll come? Just ballpark it, just guess. We don't care who you say. Ross, go first.
I think Badowski looks quick. He always looks quick, so I think he's got a good chance of winning. I think I'll be in the top 25, hopefully.
John?
Yeah, Badowski, he seems to be quick no matter what kind of ballast he gets. So I expect him to be very much fighting for the win. Me, number 19.
Okay, are you guys gonna have a bit of a duel back there? I hope we see you guys, John D and Ross Hayden. If we see you guys dueling, it's gonna be the most amazing thing. But yeah, no, both of you seriously, thank you guys so much for being here. We do really appreciate. And yeah, have a brilliant race. Enjoy qualifying. We won't hold you for too long, and show us you can do out there.
Right, thank you. Cheers.
Right.
Thank you. Talk
Thank
to you
you
later.
guys. Cheers, guys. Okay, and I'll drag you to there. They go. Oh crap! I just dragged Nate. Draakje, I think we have someone waiting for us. If I'm not mistaken, I think we have someone waiting for us.
I've heard someone saying to me, we have a weird Mr. Badowski or something. Did you ever hear of him? I've never heard of him.
No, not a
Aw.
lot. Not a lot. No,
Okay,
not a lot.
let's just drag him in.
Let's just drag him in. Let's.
Badowski, did you hear our mean comments?
No,
What you mean again to me on the call? Again?
don't worry. Just don't watch YouTube.
Nah.
Don't watch a stream. Don't worry. Just mute the stream for like a solid 10 minutes. Okay, you won't hear anything.
Yeah,
okay.
Be good.
Uh,
So I wanted to talk statistics, but as my pit wall was actually not doing what I wanted to do because for some reason I'm seeing Mr. Gardner at the top. He didn't even qualify this round, so it's bugged for me. But let's talk about that qualifying lap. I have seen it in the background. I was watching you secretly from a little room. How was it on track?
Like normally my plan for qualifying is the same every time. Like try to get out as the first car and put in those 3 laps and hope it's enough for pole. But this time I didn't get out of the pits at first. I had someone in front of me. It was Godzilla, I believe. And I mean, it's also nice because you have someone to chase in your laps, and when you are catching up to him in terms of the delta, you know you're doing well. But yeah, like the last lap was pretty interesting because I had a very good first sector, but on the second sector I had quite a few mistakes, so I had to take 100% risk in the chicane in the last sector, and it luckily paid off.
Yeah, sounds good. So for my eyes, what car are you racing? Oh, actually, I can't see it here in the statistics. A Ferrari 488 Evo.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fast car and good to handle. I've never driven it, but how's the car on track overall in the last 2 rounds?
I believe like the Ferrari is a very competitive car, especially for this type of format, like 30 minutes racing. In basically a 30-minute qualifying session where you need to drive as quickly as possible. And it's a little bit tougher to handle than the 2018 Ferrari, but if you drive it a few times you will get used to it, I believe.
That sounds good in my ears. I actually heard Mr. Panda poking me again with another question. Go ahead, Mr. Sir.
Sorry. Marco, honestly, we've had, first of all, what you said about the track. Actually, I have another. Okay, you know what? I have two questions. You know what? Okay, let's start my first question. Donington itself, right? It's a weird circuit because a lot of it is long, fast corners or straights. So it's kind of you can easily get into a rhythm if that makes sense. But then you get to sector 3 and there's kind of two hairpins, and it just kind of throws you off. So going into a race like this, into a track like Donington, what's your kind of how do you look at it? Are you looking at it out of okay, fine, I need a top speed setup, or are you kind of okay, let's be conservative, try and have a bit more downforce? What's your kind of look on how the car should be set up for Donington itself?
Uh, like I can have a look at my setup. Like I'm running 12 out of 14 for possible wing on the Ferrari right now because you kind of need it in most of the turns, especially turn 1 and the old hairpin, to carry as much speed through it as possible. And otherwise, for it's a very nice track to hot lap, apart from the Melbourne hairpin and the last hairpin, because like basically 80% of my practice laps got cancelled on one of those two hairpins. But it's going to be very interesting in terms of racing, and I need to pray that no one of the silver drivers out qualify me.
I don't think they will. But talking about qualifying, actually, thank you. Talking about qualifying, both our bronzes said, when we asked them, okay, fine, who's going to win this race? Who are you predicting? They both said your name, and they both said, you are extremely fast. You look fast. It doesn't matter, how much ballast you're giving. You somehow just, recover. So, realistically, are you gonna, what's kind of the strategies for the race? Are you, planning on maybe doing a different strategy in 2 races? Are you just gonna go full on aggressive? Are you kind of gonna how can I say this, drive cautiously? What's kind of the mindset? I mean, currently you're in pole position. What's kind of the mindset? What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's like depends whether I stay on pole or not, which side of the track I'm getting, the inside or the outside. If there is, like for example, I'm really scared that Barnett is going to be on the same row as me because he's in the Porsche, and basically if we both press the throttle he wins because of the Porsche traction. But yeah, it's not that much strategy to deal with, honestly, because it's a 30-minute race, no pit stop, no anything, just try to finish in the first place. But like my minimum target is like top 5 for this race, because there can always something happen.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, I think at this point, you guys are extremely fast, but I think even you can agree in terms of you can't just kind of just start sending it on people. You kind of just still have to look after your tires and whatnot. So I mean, yeah, I think currently it's you on pole and then Gordon. Fastest guy currently is Alexander. He's in silver. 2 temps away from you. If you had to choose, and this is going to be a stupid question, but some drivers have a different opinion. Would you be starting from pole, or would you want to start 1 or 2 places down?
No, I would rather start on pole position because I think on the race runs that I did during the week, I think I'm quick enough when I don't get disturbed by anything that I can pull away. And if I go out of turn 1 as the first car, then I think there are very good chances that I can take this place home.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's 2 30-minute races, and you look absolutely amazing for both of them. It has been amazing having you here. We do really, really, really appreciate. And then, yeah, I enjoy the race. Enjoy a bit of time off before you start. I think it's about 20 minutes. You can go and have beer, maybe shower. Yeah, you can go have a shower if you want to. But yeah, we'll definitely talk to you later. Thank you so much, man. Do you have anything to say to the audience, to your fellow racers, to myself and Draakje? Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me, and like, if anyone of the guys racing hears this, then like, yeah, I can't say that much apart from good luck, have fun.
Okay. Well, good luck and have fun to you too. Marco,
Yeah, good
just for
luck.
record, I do want to say Marco was the one that actually DM'd me with the suggestion of doing the interviews like this. So I do want to say, Marco, thank you very much. We do really appreciate. This wouldn't have been a thing without you, so I do appreciate.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's actually been amazing. You know, maybe we'll see you next weekend. Maybe we'll see you next weekend on Paul again. We'll see you again, and yeah, just making a recurring thing. We'll call it Marco's slot. If we keep being that fast, just call it Marco's slot. That's all. Just call it. And if someone else is here, we'll just say, "Hey, welcome to Marco's slot." What do you think about the race? Draakje, do you have anything final things to ask or say or do?
No, I'm actually just trying to get some contact with someone. But no, good luck and wish you all the best.
Yeah, then thanks for having me, and have a good one for the race.
Cheers, Marco. See you a bit later, man. Hopefully, we see you post race.
Yep, see you.
Cheers. See ya. Okay, and everyone, that was our 2 bronzes and then our gold. Now we are definitely gonna get a silver after this. Currently, it looks like we're gonna get Jay Alexander. Draakje, I don't know if you can message him. He was the fastest out of the silvers. Currently, it's between him and C. Crawford Brown. But I think it might be Alexander, Draakje.
Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't have my pitfall live, so I don't have my nerdy statistics for you.
Yeah. Don't worry, you can have a look on a stream also. But yeah, I think we should. You know what? Let's. Okay, can you send a message to both of them? You know, actually, okay, let's send a message to Alexander first. See if he responds.
If I can find
No, actually,
Alexander in our huge list of guys.
I actually can't find him. Shit, that's actually weird.
I'm not sure he's in the race comms or he is under another name.
I can't see him in race comms. Matt, yeah, honestly, we can get Crawford Brown as well because I see Crawford Brown, so we can shoot him a message as well because I can't see Alexander in our race comms. Yeah, okay. Gonna try and get him in now here for a second. We have 17 minutes at least, everyone. But yeah, what a qualifying session. I think Badalski Draakje should be out of the dirt now because currently, you know, he's first. And now the bronze is qualifying, so it's going to be extremely hard. So your top 10 then for now is M. Badalski, E. Warden, M.O. Plate, J. Alexander, C. Crawford Brown, R. Godzilla, that's RWB Godzilla, of course, Daniel Barnett, T. Agaris, A. Kashitarash, and V. Zap. And that is all subject to change at any second. And that's the fun thing, isn't it?
And I have to say, you actually did not butcher that.
I didn't.
That name.
It's so amazing. I actually got the name right, guys. I actually got the name right. As Rick Bittersley goes. Actually, good to see Rick Bittersley
is a
back as
big
well.
name, but
Have you found Jay Alexander or Mate Crawford Brown?
let's take a look.
Like, see Crawford. He's right at the top.
Just shot him a message. I was also talking to Mr. Charger, so.
Oh my word! What's Charger saying? Is he?
No,
is
it's with the pitfall live. It's actually not showing the data from the qualifying session. It's showing another session.
I don't think it does.
I
think it only updates
thought
the
it
race.
did last week. Not last week, but the week in front. Before
Weird.
that, so the first race of this season.
That's definitely weird. That's very weird. Oh, who's this? Who is this?
I've not dragged anyone up.
I haven't dragged him either. Who is this? Mr. Jack? It might be Alexander, actually. It might actually be Alexander, because Jay Alexander, it could be him. Mr. Alexander, is that you? I think you're muted. I don't know. I think he heard our cries, and he decided, I'll join. Why not? Mr. Jack, you are muted on Discord, my man. Might want to check that. No? Okay, I think it's radio silence. Okay, well, Draakje, we'll keep on talking. Emo plate. That's actually someone I want to focus on. I'm gonna have the cameras, of course, on someone else, just so you guys can have a bit of a look while they qualify. But Emo plate, Draakje, we saw him being extremely strong last season. Unfortunately, he just couldn't secure that title. Really tough battle for him. And now he's back in this season, and he's lining up third on the grid. He's brilliant, isn't he?
That's not too bad of a qualifying form indeed out there. As far as the standing,
as you guys can see, Draakje is really struggling with that pit wall. Pit wall is his existence.
it's my baby.
He really struggles with it.
So for this race, I've also just taken it up myself to get all the standings. For some small talk, Emo Plate is actually down in P18 because he didn't start the first race. So he only has the points from the second round. He missed 2 races, so he only has 165 points, but that's still 165 points. That's quite a lot. So if he keeps on going like this, I think he will be in the top 10 with us blinking.
Exactly. I'm currently okay. So I messaged both Jack and Mr. Crawford now. Neither of them are responding. So what we are going to do, everyone, is we are going to, if you could please, Draakje,
Yes.
let's try and organize with Daniel Barnett. Could you shoot him a message? Ask him.
Mr. Barnett, where is Mr. Barnett and where is Mr. Barnett? I'm really that blind, or don't I see
and then,
Mr. Barnett?
everyone, what we are going to do is I'm just going to drag, if you can hear us, I'm just going to drag you down to waiting for comms. If you're back, just shoot me a DM, and that is fine. Oh, there he is. Okay, there he goes. Wait, did you drag him? I assume you did.
Totally not.
Okay.
I
yeah,
cannot
everyone.
fit. Maybe I'm blind, but I cannot find Mr. Barnett either.
Wait, is there no one? Is there no one we can interview today? Is everyone just gone? Everyone, I think there is not a single silver driver that wants to talk to us. Wait, why can't I find Barnett on Discord? What's Barnett? I can't find the man. Oh my word. These silver drivers just don't want to talk to us, guys. Just for everyone in the chat, we have tried our best as of now to get a silver driver in to talk to us, and there has not been a single silver driver that has wanted to talk to us or that has responded to us. So
I don't think even they responded. Let's stand alone. They saw the message, but let's talk about something else. Keep on going. We're commentators. I talk a lot in real life, so we'll be able to do it online.
You should be fine.
I am actually reading the YouTube chat, and I just saw it. Someone saying it. In 30 minutes, there's rain expected.
But see, here's the thing: is Draakje is, and I actually did want to talk about this. Thank you very much to who pointed that out.
Not sure.
Baba Ginush. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Okay, so Jack has responded to me, and he said he'd rather not interview, so it's fine. But good luck to him, though, Jack, if you are listening to this. Good luck for a race. But yeah, so here's the thing: is everyone is how a Assetto Corsa Competizione usually works is it counts qualifying as a Saturday and the race as a Sunday. But Draakje, the interesting thing is now is could that rain carry over into the race?
Definitely. How long is there between the race and the qualifying?
It's directly after, isn't it? It's like directly after.
Yeah, maybe about 1 minute to reset.
Yeah, of course.
The server, but I think we will have a rainy race.
Definitely.
And that's gonna be interesting.
Everyone currently in chat that is watching, if you are not racing, of course, we have a lot of the racers that watch us. Do us a favor, put your what you think about today's circuit, Donington Park. you know, what you think about the circuit, who you think's gonna win, all those stuff. Please do put it in to chat, and you know, we like to talk to you guys. We do like to talk to you guys, so let us talk to you. You know, ask us some questions. Let us talk to you guys. We would absolutely love to. But yeah, Rocky, I cannot wait. I mean, honestly, you know, last season we had those hour-and-a-half races, and listen, I absolutely love them, right? Don't get me wrong. But this season's like, you know, 30-minute races. I just like, you know, how fast they are. If you get what I'm saying. I love how fast they
It's
are.
more
Man.
action, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I noticed it with the Zandvoort race, my first race commentating, and already a 1.5 hour race. I was like, okay, it's Zandvoort. Eat a lot of cheese, we'll get through it. To say it like a true Dutchman, but it was long. I have to confess, I drank about 2.5 liters of water in that race only.
I did
That's
actually, to be quite fair, that's something I'm proud of. I actually brought my water, but it's half empty, so yeah.
one thing I'm not proud of. I didn't bring my water, so
Oh, oh no, we're gonna have to make breaks, aren't we? I'm gonna have to go refill my water. You're gonna have to go get some water, so that's fine.
we'll
Let's have a look
get
at chat.
through it
So,
together.
but yeah, we'll get through it. We'll get hopefully. Baba Ganoush saying 11 a.m. quali, 1 p.m. race. Okay, so that makes, yeah, but I mean, even with that, the rain probably won't affect. But we'll have a look. You know, hopefully we get a bit of rain. And then RWB Cost saying Donny is the best circuit. Well, almost Brands Hatch is the best circuit. Okay, Draakje, best UK circuit right now. Go.
Silverstone.
So, oh, okay, you're a bit of a classic guy, aren't you? You like the
Yes.
classic, okay.
But
Okay,
but
okay,
then
okay.
then the original airstrip race they used in like
Yes,
1960 or something.
that was good. I like the. Oh yes, that was good. That was good. You know what? Always looked like
That's
the.
I actually love that because it's a lot of straights. For Red Bull it isn't good because I'm Dutch. Max Verstappen, let's go. But
Super mods.
yeah, that. But it's still interesting to see them just driving over the old airstrip. It's quite awesome because as far as I know, they use the old air traffic tower also for viewers to be able to sit in and to view the race.
You know what is extremely cool for me? For, you know what I always thought would make a good racetrack is the Top Gear test track. Like, you know, the old one with Jeremy Clarkson and whatnot. That track, man, like, it was good for hot lapping cars, but I always thought that would be extremely good fun for like a race circuit. That could, I honestly, yeah, that's my personal opinion, but I do think that could have been such a fun track. Only me? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay.
Oof.
Damn. Vixen saying, yeah,
Uh,
branch hats is a lot of fun. Python Racing says Brooklyn's forever. Okay, a lot of. Listen, see, I don't know enough UK tracks to know all this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm a South African, guys. I don't spend time in the UK. I don't know enough about the UK. You guys need to educate us throughout this race, man. If there's anyone in chat
also
that
an
wants to
awesome track, in my opinion, TT Essen. Assen in the Netherlands. It's a track used for MotoGP. Can also handle smaller cars. Formula 1 wouldn't fit there, or they would need to widen the track, but it's a really cool circuit. It's a really, really, really cool circuit.
You know what I do want to bring up, and I want to bring this up briefly because I know anyone who watches F1 is about to get extremely pissed. But Losail, not necessarily, but Losail circuit, the Qatar circuit for the F1, man. I don't know. I know it is a GT3 racing. We're supposed to be talking about GT3, but since we're talking about tracks, I don't know about Losail, man. You guys, if you do watch F1, and you've seen Losail circuit and how it looks in MotoGP at least, please do leave a comment on what you think on it. Draakje, do you have any opinions on the track?
I have already started to call a murderer for you.
What do you mean?
Not just joke. It's an okay track.
I mean, personally, I don't like the track. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's gonna make a good F1 track. Jeddah will, however. Jeddah is going to be an amazing track. That's gonna be amazing. Okay, but let's have a look. Let's have a look a bit up the timing tables here, everyone. I want to have a look at RWB Flak, in the bronze category, and he's currently in P9. Draakje, can you please explain to our viewers how is it possible for someone in the bronze category to get into P9?
I think his tier is still not at what he is supposed to be, maybe. That's a possibility, because at the beginning of this whole season, they put the guys in tiers they thought they would fit. But there's also always a possibility that they underestimated or overestimated someone. So, like they said themselves, they are still, as far as I know, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, they're still kind of looking at how to really get it, everyone at the right tiers. So I personally think Flex should be up at minimum silver tiers. Or this track just maybe is for him and it's by accident that he's that fast.
See, I kind of have so much respect for the guys, for the upper admins at RWB, because for those who don't know, this is extremely hard. Stuff like this is extremely hard to set up, so thank you very much for them for setting it up. S. Trebek, we had someone in chat saying, and I'm currently down to 31st currently. Simmet, is that you? Or are you S. Trebek? If you are, we'll definitely keep an eye on you throughout the race. But yeah, Draakje, we have a few people here in chat talking to us. What are they saying? There's a game with the Top Gear track, and yeah, I know. I think as Moise said, the Forza games, GT 5 and 6 as well. I know they have them. Silverstone is a great circuit too, but real drivers will say Brands Hatch. Ooh, Draakje, they're being challenged, man. They're not calling you a real driver here. Let's have a look. I like the old Silverstone layout from the 90s more than... Yes, exactly, Simon. Yeah, that's kind of what we were talking about. The old Silverstone layout still with the airstrip there. That was good. Flag is a good racer. He probably hasn't raced much recently. Yeah, that's currently what we're thinking of, cause that's currently kind of the idea we're thinking of. As we see Draakje posting a bit of an ankle. Just had a hiccup there. Fuck. I just had a... Oh my word, that feels so awkward. I just had a cough and a hiccup at the same time. Oh, that feels so weird.
You are right. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Ouch. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Okay, yeah, fine. Continue, Draakje. Just give me 2 seconds to recover.
So don't be be a strong man. Continue. Come on. Let's go. Nah, just joke. I'm actually loving this chat right now. As far as I can see, we have 11 viewers. So and someone in chat saying no love for Alton Park. Alton. I don't even know that.
Also decent. Also, Alton Park is also a decent track. That is also.
Would you kill me if I say I don't know it?
Just gotta look it up real quick.
Oh, that's looking kind of Zenford, like.
Yeah, remember all the a lot of the classic things were kind of built in, I would say, a same style, but like, get what I'm saying. The classic Monza track is also a lot of fun. Yeah, no, definitely. The classic Monza with that banking. Imagine that in like recent, imagine they kept that going. Okay, how cool that would be. Like GT3 cars or F1 cars going on that banking, that would be so cool.
But that's why we have Zandvoort right now, because we also have a lot of banking out there.
Right, absolutely, bro, man. I cannot wait till the biggest of course the Competizione update comes out. You know? Can't wait for that. All the British tracks are good. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say all of them. There's one or two that I like personally. Well, okay, you know what? Fine. All of them are good racing tracks. Just, in my eyes, I don't like one of them that much. But yeah, all of them are definitely good racing.
Oh, wait, he said get out the com box. Let's see. Yeah, so that's my door actually open, so let's go.
I'll just step out of... I'll just step out. Yeah, don't worry, I'm opening my door right now. Don't worry. Don't worry, Cos. We're going. Don't worry. You don't have to hear from us for long. Boys, well, getting the wet pressures right would be a lottery. Yeah, no, Draakje, that's actually a thing I want to talk about. Wet weather is such a gamble, isn't it?
Personally, at this rate, I would go at a 50-50, so be like between dry and wet pressure.
Because see, the thing is, you don't know which way it's gonna lean, do you? We have
No.
absolutely no idea where it's
So as
going.
far as I right now can see, in 10 minutes we have a little rain. In 30 minutes we have a lot of rain. So, like this, I would say wet tire pressure. And I see Goss saying bye. Good luck with your race, dude.
No. I
Hope
think no. I think Cos was referring to us walking out. I'm not quite sure
Oh,
which part
cool.
of what we said, Cos, offended you. If you could just clear that up. I'm not quite sure which part of what we said offended you. It could have been either, either one. But
You're probably saying not all British tracks are cool.
yeah, it was probably that, wasn't it? It was probably that. Okay, yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, I'm sending in my resignation letter. I'm sending it right now. Don't worry. But yeah, honestly, no, everyone. That is qualifying just wrapped up. Waiting for the final few cars to get back here. Hopefully, Assetto Corsa Auto updates, and I don't have to mess with it again. This is gonna be bad, Draakje. If I have to mess with it again, it's gonna be really bad. It is going to be really bad. I think I'm gonna have to mess with it again. Yeah.
Don't
Ooh.
do it. Don't do
Nate. Nate. We need
it.
you.
Dear Nate, come on.
Oh,
We
oh
need you.
no, Draakje. It was Draakje. It was because you didn't know Alton that he's pissed. Hangable offense.
Oh.
Wow, that's a bit strong, wouldn't you say? That's a bit strong, wouldn't you say? Nate.
All right, I'm gonna switch sessions here. Hopefully, it doesn't crash.
Okay, I think don't you just like have to press escape and then return to I could then drive.
Yeah, I do, but last time I did that, it crashed.
Wait, why are they qualifying again?
They're not. It's wrapping up.
Oh, is it a wrap up? Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Good luck.
Okay, thank you, bye. Okay, everyone, and that is Nate.
Hangable offense. Okay, thank you,
it's
Cos.
really bad. It's really bad. We might need to. Oh, Rocky! Look at that! It just updated. It is full wet raining, and for the next 10 minutes, it's just gonna get heavier, and it'll and for the next 30 minutes, this rain will just get heavier. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to witness chaos. Oh my. Of course, the car is Draakje. The car is more like, the Bentley and whatnot. Definitely more stable cars, don't you think? In these
They are,
conditions.
like, I would say they are thick boys.
Thick boys. No, but seriously, for those who don't know, in this, the kind of ideal strategy, is, you kind of want to have a bit of a feeling. I think the bigger cars in general have a lot more stability, which means in these conditions you are a lot more stable in some of the upper cars. But Draakje, if you had had a dry practice session and a dry qualifying session and you get into a wet race, what's your first instinct?
Hope I set my tire pressure correct.
Yeah, the tires. You guys can't see it, but I am quite sure if we could get a voice recording of what they're currently saying in the race chat, I think it would just be a bunch of curse words just flying around left to right. I'm decently sure that would be all it's gonna be. Yeah, it's bad. SAs are gonna tumble. Yeah, safety ratings. Yeah, no, listen. If you had a safety rating before this race, no, you don't. You didn't. It isn't existent anymore. Your safety rating is not existent.
It won't be existing anymore.
Draakje, someone we can watch out for this race. Give me someone we have to keep our eye on.
Badowski?
Okay, except the leader of the race. No one in the top five.
Shit.
No one in the top five. No one in the top five. Who do we
Okay. Barnett.
Barnett? Okay. Yeah, because to be quite fair, Barnett and Godzilla are right, like, they're basically next to each other. And that's going to be an interesting rivalry, because we have seen them race against each other a bunch of times, and they are, for those who don't know, they race quite hard. So I think this is definitely going to be interesting, isn't it, Rocky?
It is gonna be very, very interesting as far as I know.
Is your pit wall working yet?
Let's see. I'm actually also trying to connect to the server.
Oh crap! Yeah, you need to.
Pitbull is up and running.
Oh yes, okay. So you can actually start proper commentating now.
Yeah, so it
Uh,
might be my brain, but for some reason I do not see the how do I say it? The server?
sorry, did you type in RWB and then space and enter?
Very yes.
Then I have no idea. Nico Perez for driver of the day, a fellow Dutchman. Okay, fine. Look, we should
Yes.
start doing driver of the days. We should start doing driver of the days. We should honestly start doing that. I think we could do that. We can't vote ourselves. No, I don't think we can, Nico. Sorry, I don't think we can actually vote ourselves. I think we're gonna need to. Honestly, though, if you guys do want to see a driver of the day, do let us know. I think we would love to do it. Draakje, RWB. Did you? Wait, no. So go in there, space,
Yeah, it's in there.
and then enter. No, then I have no idea, man. Then I have absolutely no idea. But Draakje, I'm sorry, but there's not enough time to focus on that right now. We'll focus on it a bit later because it is their formation. They're officially starting their formation. I do apologize, Draakje. We'll get that fixed in a second. Maybe you need to reload your ACC because remember the new server. Yeah, maybe just reload the ACC. That's what I'm thinking currently. But yeah, everyone, this is the race. This is what we've been waiting for, and this is how it's gonna happen. For the first time, I'm going to be able to watch from start to finish. Oh, you're going to enjoy it, Python. You're going to enjoy it. As they round now, Draakje, as they round Goddards. Are you fine with me doing the first few laps?
Of course.
Okay, well, here we go. Down the, down the Wheatcroft Straight, and it is, as far as I can see, let's give it a second, I think it is... Oh, is it green flags running? It is green flags running, and here we are off. You're off watching the two race leaders currently. Badalski next to E. Warden. E. Warden having a look down there. Not quite getting it. Dipping now behind Badalski. But of course in the weather, it is extremely unstable to stay behind our car like that. And Badalski now firmly leading. Really extending his gap. Yeah, he should be fine. But E. Warden Ammo Plate looks like they might have something going on. We'll give them a second. Looking a bit down the field, down to RWB Flack. He's pretty quiet. He's pretty quiet. Okay, we'll leave him alone. Sorry, Flack. Gonna leave you alone for just a second. We'll look at Daniel Barnett here. As we see the GTR go off there. I think that's the GTR of Godzilla. No, sorry. Wait, was that of J. Alexander? I think, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it might have been of J. Alexander going off. Daniel Barnett now chasing in front of him. See Crawford Brown. Barnett already up one place. He looks like he's going to be overtaken. I think that is E. Warden. E. Warden had a spin and even a spin. It went off track and he is now behind. Oh my! And look at that! Someone goes wide. Who's that? That goes wide. I think that's Mo Plate. This goes wide. Daniel Barnett loses his position back to E. Warden. E. Warden now on the tail of C. Crawford Brown. Tries to look down the inside for a move. C. Crawford Brown not allowing it. Daniel now sizing up Warden there. Daniel trying to get alongside, seeing if that Porsche can get the grip, but he just can't get the grip, falling in right behind again. What a lapse. Oh, and Daniel goes past. Daniel outbrakes Warden, actually. Daniel outbrakes Warden. Oh my word, this is absolutely amazing racing, folks. This is absolutely amazing racing. Daniel now chasing C. Crawford Brown, seeing if he can do anything. Draakje, what is this? What is this for racing?
I don't even have words for it. It's
What
crazy.
We saw like so many. We might need to rewatch that start. I am gonna rewatch. That was such an amazing start. Oh my word! And Daniel Barnett now being chased by Warden. Warden does of course have more pace. He did qualify higher, but Daniel is definitely gonna try and hold on to that P4 with all he can. Warden just looks like he has a lot more pace, and he sizes up Barnett. Not yet quite. Barnett getting those corners right every single time. Godzilla now in the GTR behind Warden, trying to close up to him, trying to get close, and hopefully to get the pressure on, seeing if Warden makes a mistake. And Daniel makes a mistake. Warden glides by, and Daniel's now going to be under pressure by, I think that is Godzilla. Yeah, Daniel's now going to be under pressure by Godzilla as Warden sneaks by, but Daniel goes for a late break again. He just cannot make it work this time, and Warden is safely through. Oh my word, this is an absolutely amazing start. Just look at these guys. They're constantly chasing positions, Draakje. What is this? What? What is this? This has to be illegal. Okay. I'm gonna try and catch my breath. Draakje, who is Pitwall showing anything? Are we here to look at any gaps?
It's still updating as the first lap data is coming in. That's the thing with Pitwall, it only updates every lap. So I'm just taking a look at everyone slowly updated to lap 2.
Slowly updating. I want to have a look back down the field at Emil Sojblom here. Looks like he's now in P19, but he is under pressure from the BMW and Perez right behind him. Emil, of course, an extremely good driver on his day. Doesn't look like today's day though. He gets a good exit out there, trying now to chase the Ferrari of Peter Varga. So Pirozzelli almost slides there, manages to catch the car there. Xavier Eugenie gapping them both. I think their tussling is definitely helping Xavier quite a bit here. And now, as Emil I don't even have words. Emil loses the position to Perez. Perez get an amazing exit. Emil does not get an exit at all. Now, can Perez keep that position? That's the question. Can Perez stay in front? It looks like he can, and it looks like he has secured that move. But behind Sojblom, Nigel Wood now sizing him up. Nigel Wood in of that Bentley, of course, extremely stable. Draakje, I cannot think that Lexus is stable at all currently. Oh my word. Can the Bentley catch the Lexus? Can he? Doesn't look like he has a straight line speed too, but that's fine, that is fine. Let's go up a bit. RWB Godzilla, let's see what he is doing. Godzilla still chasing Barnett, and Barnett still chasing after. Oh my word, as Godzilla goes wide, loses all his time, and he loses the position now to Jay Alexander. And that actually made Daniel, I think, just so relieved, because Daniel actually closed the gap so much there to Warden. But I do want to go back to Jack Alexander there. Of course, one of the guys we did want to talk to, unfortunately, he couldn't. Just steals the position, Draakje. I promise I'll stop talking now. You can talk, Draakje.
Yeah, I'm still trying to fix my ACC meanwhile you were talking, but it's crazy out there.
It's honestly crazy. Okay, is your ACC still not working?
No, but I do have data from Pitwall, and it's actually Mr. Crawford Brown with the fastest lap. Only Sector 1 was for him the fastest. Then we have Ammo Plate with the fastest Sector 2. And we have, let's see, Mr. Amir with the surname I cannot say. That has the fastest Sector 3. So it's quite split up right now.
I mean, look at these top 3. We don't see this a lot, Draakje. The top 3 are, usually it's top 2 or like 5. But like the top 3 positions. Oh, and there's the guys behind it. But look at them. They are on each other, just waiting for someone to make a mistake. Ammo Plate, of course, extremely aggressive driver when he needs to be, but also a good tire saver. Dependence on the weather. I do want to go on board with, let's go on board with, I'm thinking we go on board with Jay Alexander. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to go on board with Jack Alexander, and I want to go into his cockpit view, and I want to see, Draakje, what is the, oh my word, look at that spray that Daniel is kicking up. Draakje, how do you even see in these conditions? How as a driver do you kind of see in these conditions? Can you at all?
Not that close to a car. You obviously have the light of the car in front, so you learn to know how far away a car is by seeing the light, but it's still quite tricky. As far as I know, the drivers look a lot of to the left and to the right in these conditions to see where they are at the track, because then I can see, okay, how far am I to the right, how far am I to the left. But it's tricky. That's the danger of wet weather.
Look at this. Oh my word, Jack Alexander getting almost uncomfortably close to Daniel Barnett's back. You know, if Jack misses his braking point, he's into the back of Barnett, and Barnett, you know, gets sent off, and Jack gets a massive amount of penalties probably, which is not ideal, to be quite frank. Which is not ideal. But then, you know what? Oh, do we stay on this battle? No, I don't think it is. Let's go up to Marco Badowski here. Marco Badowski, of course, leading the race, and look at how much clearer that is, Draakje. He doesn't have the spray of anyone. He's just kind of chilling, isn't he? He's just leading the race, chilling, just having a good time, isn't he? Look at this. He's on a Sunday drive. I mean, yeah, he might have MO plate right behind him, but he's on a Sunday drive. He's on a Sunday drive, isn't he? Of course, MO plate here right behind him. 3 attempts now to Badowski, but it's so hard to overtake in these conditions. Draakje, just tell me when you get your ACC fixed, then I'll start handing over to you, otherwise I'll just keep commentating. Oh my word, as I think C. Crawford Brown almost smashed into the back of MO there. Crawford playing it extremely safe. Look at that. Look how close Crawford is! Crawford, do not get that close. You're making me nervous. Crawford, do not get that close, my man. You're making me nervous. So I'm looking at his onboard. That's his wing view, actually. Behind him, E. Warden in that Lexus. Now really gapped to Daniel Barnett. 4 seconds already. Yeah, E. Warden definitely faster than Barnett, I can tell you that. Still on board with Craw. Oh my word! Look at how close. So this is, of course, their bumper. I think it's spoiler view. Yeah, this is a front spoiler view, everyone. And I mean, if you saw that, how close Crawford dared to get to Emo. This is what racing is about. These guys know it's treacherous conditions. They know it's easy to make a mistake, and yet they still sit on each other's asses. It's absolutely amazing. Draakje, over to you. I want to know, between Marco Badowski and Emo Plate, what are the lap times like?
That is Mr. Badowski running a 135.343 last lap, and Mr. Mo Plate running 135.892. So that's quite a lap difference. As far as I can see, Mo Plate is losing a lot of time in Sector 2.
Talking about Mo Plate, under pressure from E. Warden now, but E. Warden under pressure from Seacroft Brown. So I think. Wait, no. Oh, wait, no. Wait, has Badowski? Draakje, sorry, I've just absolutely missed this. I did not know this was a thing. No, overtook Badowski, and Badowski is now under pressure from both Warden, and Warden's under pressure from Brown. When did Emo get the time to overtake Badowski? When was that a thing? I missed. Draakje, did you see that? Did you see that happen?
Nope, I completely missed it.
Go. Yeah, okay, so, oh my word, wait, sorry, I just saw it. Oh crap, we even showed it on stream, and you and I both missed it. Badowski actually went off track. Sorry, yeah, so Marco went off track, and that gave the place to Emo. But Draakje, you did say that Emo was having slower lap times, which means Marco should be able to catch up here. Marco should hopefully be able. I mean, the gap already 1.2 seconds. That is such a hard gap to catch. I'm not quite sure, Draakje. I'm not quite sure about this. It's going to be extremely hard for Badowski, isn't it? Let's have a look down the field. Who's our next closest? Xavier Eugenie, maybe. Look at Xavier Eugenie. Xavier Eugenie currently battling in that BMW. He is having a look from behind, or from A. Tarash in the Ferrari, and then in front of him, S. Kruger. There's a bit of a gap to S. Kruger, 7 attempts, actually 7 attempts both sides of Xavier. Draakje, what's people around Xavier doing, and what lap times is he doing?
Let's see, Xavier is in what position from my...
P12.
P12, oh, I heard you saying P2. Around Xavier, Mr. Kruger in front is 2 tenths faster, and Emir behind is 2 tenths slower, so he's kinda in the middle of nowhere.
He is quite literally in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, everyone, I do want to apologize. I know we showed that on stream, but I'm currently, Draakje and I are both looking at gaps. We weren't actually looking at the overtaking itself. So I do apologize that we didn't see it. Yeah, thank you guys for helping us though with that Emo Plate and Badowski situation. Okay, then next, C. Crawford Brown, P3. Draakje, you can have all my winnings under pressure as well. Okay, wait, give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna be right back in 2 seconds.
Let's see
Sorry,
if my
C. Crawford Brown in a heated battle with Badowski, and Brown might have just made a move stick. Brown, I think Draakje has made a move stick. Brown now up into second place. Badowski in third, and this race has just gone downhill for Badowski. Poor guy. Next guy to pressure him is Warden. I think Badowski might have some damage, Draakje. But how it's looking right now, the performance he's losing, I think he might have damage. Because look at how close Warden gets to him. Just look at this. Oh, and there is someone off track. That's already a back marker. That is off track, and he has just gone. Omar. And there's another. Wait, there's someone in the background. I have no idea who that was, actually. But I was in the battle. That's in the McLaren. I have no idea who that is. I have absolutely no idea who that is. Probably a back marker as well. Daniel Barnett and Jack Alexander, of course. Going head to it. Draakje, Daniel Barnett, P5, made up 2 places. What do we think of him? What do we think of him?
As far as I can see, his lap times are really fast. So I think he might be able to close the gap to the guy in front and push Warden and maybe get a P4, P3 in there. That's right now my guess.
If he can get a P4, I think that'll be extremely good results for him. Yeah, everyone, oh my word, brother, calling for both of us just to go, man. Can't get decent commentators these days. Oh, wow. Wow. We missed one thing. Okay. I mean, hey, at least we were chatting. We'll have a look who's close upfield. Daniel Barnett, yeah, I don't know, Daniel's kind of, see, the thing is, Daniel's kind of in his own world. You know, he isn't really close, you know, deadly close to anyone, if that makes sense. You know, J. Alexander gets some good runs, but then Daniel just somehow manages to open up the gap again. So, I'm not quite sure. So, look at this. Alexander gets a really good run, but then Daniel just gets a good corner. And then Alexander's kind of stuck. So, I'm not quite sure. What do you think, Draakje? Will Daniel be 8? I mean, I know, you know, he could go to P4, but, you know, he isn't really catching Warden by that much. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what Daniel does. But, moving up the field now, Marco Badowski, your previous race leader, now in such a horrible position. We see the 2 up front, Emo Plate and C. Crawford Brown going at it. Crawford trying to get a run on him, but he just doesn't, and Emo somehow manages to stay in the lead. Emo now trying to pull away. Can he get that gap? I don't think he'll be able to get so much of a gap as Crawford Brown dives down the inside. Was that the right line to take? Emo will have better acceleration. And I think Emo made the right decision. They're going a bit wide, getting that better acceleration. Oh, this is close. This is extremely close. As Crawford goes for a dive down the inside, and if Crawford can make that stick, which I think he does, C. Crawford Brown is now your race leader. Emo Plate just cannot defend from that, and Crawford is absolutely rapid in the rain. Well done to Crawford. What a race from him. What an absolute race from him. Crawford, of course, starting, I think. Where did Crawford start from, Draakje? Do you have any idea? I think he started, from P4? P5? Actually, let's check this.
Let me take a look if the results of qualifying are already up.
We have to have a look. Yeah, he, of course, beautiful driving Crawford, but now he is vulnerable because now everyone can kind of take off his slipstream. So we'll see what happens. There's 13 minutes left, so we are over the halfway point for race 1 here, everyone. And it has been an amazing race. Rick Bittersley up into P11. I'll go have a look at Rick. Rick and Morty. Rick currently having a look at Samuel Kruger. Still in front of Xavier Eugenie, which, hold on to Rick. I don't know whether we'll be able to close that gap to Samuel. Draakje, if you could by chance, what's the pace difference between Samuel and Rick in P10 and P11?
P10 and P11. And my that blind of is my pit one was updated. Might be me.
Yeah, I think it might be you at this point. I think it might be you at this point.
So you want Mr. Kruger, Mr. Binzerly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Kruger with a 136.273 last lap, and Binzerly with a just updated. So Kruger with a 136.12 and Binzerly with a 134.842.
Oh,
Binsley
Rick
is driving faster than number 2, than Mo Plate.
What? Binnersley, where is this pace coming from?
He is flying.
He is absolutely flying. As he passes there, someone who went wide. Wait, was that Samuel Kruger that just went wide? Was that? Yeah, that was Samuel Kruger that just went wide. Sorry, I didn't even see that. That was Samuel Kruger. I'm going to see if I can get a 30-second replay of that. Samuel Kruger goes wide. I mean, what do you want to say a replay of that before you guys say we missed something again? Oh, is it going to replay? So look at this. So Rick just following him. And Draakje, this is kind of the pinnacle of what it is. You know, just not making mistakes. And as Rick goes, Samuel Kruger, I think what happens, he takes that corner and goes for here. Fine. Oh, and he just goes wide. And Rick just... Oh, Rick gets the easiest pass of his life on Samuel.
He just waves and thanks him,
Yeah, just
says goodbye and drives on.
That's what he does. Thank you, bye-bye. Take that position. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Thank you. But he is under pressure from Kruger. Kruger, of course, still extremely good driver, but the gap already up to 1.5 seconds. That is amazing, Draakje. That is absolutely amazing. And Emil Plate and Marco Badowski not being able to keep up with the McLaren of Crawford Brown. The two Ferraris just cannot follow that McLaren. That is absolutely amazing, you know? I mean, Badowski's still in P3, so, you know, well done to him. That is still top 5, which he wanted. So, well done to him. But, yeah, that's absolutely amazing, Draakje, isn't it? Seeing that kind of, I don't say performance gap, like, you kind of get what I'm saying, you know? Just seeing Crawford Brown just, you know, it gets wet, and he's just like, okay, this is my race now. Thank you.
I don't want to jinx him, but Ammo Plate got the fastest lap last lap, so don't cheer too fast.
Okay, could Mo catch up, everyone? Let us know. But yeah, everyone in the chat, we do appreciate all you guys for helping. Please do us a favor. And yeah, if you have any opinions or questions or comments, leave them in the chat. We are currently monitoring chat. So we would love to hear from you guys. As they approach back markers here, Crawford Brown seems to get easily past the back marker. Is Plate going to try for a move on that? Okay, no, he isn't. Okay, Plate's just going to get the rotation out of there, and he should. Yeah, he is absolutely fine. That's fine. That is fine. Flashing is not allowed, of course, but markers should be getting blue flags. So that is fine. Daniel Barnett, still in 5th place, really in his own. Oh, and that's a Spinala. Wait, who spin? Who was?
I think we'll see in a moment.
Yeah, Sojblom. I think that might have been Sojblom. Yeah, well, either way.
Don't talk to him like that. Come on, not say either way. It's the guy was in P22. 22? Yeah, 22.
Fine. I apologize, but like you get what I'm saying. We have to go on. Rick Benersi, a gap in front now. I think 4.3 seconds. So still, it's a big gap, but it's, you know, he should be able to make that up. And then of course, up front, not really. The gaps have kind of now extended, haven't they, Draakje? Oh, sorry, I was lying to you. All the gaps have not extended, as Dirk Gretzel shows us that, actually. Dirk Gretzel now on the tail of Emil Sojblom. Yeah, it was Emil that spun. Okay, it was Emil that spun. Look at these two. I think they're like the only pair that's actually battling out there. Ian Simcox, maybe? Where's Ian? Ian Simcox? Ian Simcox close, but not really battling just yet. Everyone, see, this is why, Draakje, I kind of have a love and hate for wet races, because, you know, the wet races make stuff interesting, but, you know, once the gap's there, it's really hard for some of the drivers to close it up. Oh, and can Ian's... Oh, Ian's getting extremely close to the Lambo of D-Wilk. Oh, can Simcox pass the... And yes, he does! He goes for a move up the inside! Can he make it stick? Can he make it stick now? That's the big question. Wilk trying to hang on in the Hurricane, in that Huracan, sorry, but I don't think he's going to make it. Oh, he gives Ian a big squeeze. That Mercedes back marker is off again. Oh, as I think they touched. I think there was a bit of contact there. As they go, and Ian is now ahead. He is now ahead. Well done to Ian.
I will say, Ian,
Crazy.
what a pass.
What overtake, man.
Yeah,
That was...
it was quite clean, maybe just touching each other, but that was clean.
That's what we're looking for, man. That's the type of racing we're looking for.
I have to
let's
say,
go to...
it has been quite clean all season long. I've been following some incident reports and the verdicts of them. Of course, there are always some incidents, some touching out there, but it isn't too bad. It isn't like every race there are like 10 cars off and always crashing. So yeah, I think it's for now it's going good. Of course, you always have crashes with this big of a group.
But in general, yeah.
In general, it's minimum.
No, I definitely agree. I do definitely agree. Yeah, Crawford Brown. I can't believe he's leading. And poor Badalski. I am going to switch to Badalski here. Poor Badalski hanging on for third place. That must have a bit of a stinging feeling, doesn't it, Draakje? Going from leading the race to to making one mistake and getting overtaken by like 2 people. That must have a bit of a sting.
Definitely, that stings. Especially as Crawford Brown actually coming all the way from P5, so that's quite good.
I mean, he's gapped plate. 2.8 seconds is that gap. That's a serious gap. That is a serious gap.
Yeah,
Oh,
as far as I can see, he is almost a second a lap faster than Plate last lap, so he's flying.
I do want to have a look at this man called Daniel Barnett, chasing down Warden in this last 15 minutes, seeing if he can, of course. Yeah, honestly, everyone, race 1, what a race. What a race. I mean, this has been an amazing amount of fun. Draakje, if race 2 is in any way, shape, or form anything like this, I think we're set for a pretty good race.
Definitely, especially, I have to say, on another subject, how did Barnett find so much speed? I know from Zandvoort he was all the way in the back, as far as I remember.
Because of the wet. It has to be because of the wet, isn't it?
Nah, but over time, let's see at the standings of Mr. Barnett, and yes, I actually have another laptop for all my statistics. I'm that big of no. Barnett is the only silver tier that's in the top 6 of the standings right now.
What?
The only silver tier. Because the standings are Badowski, he's gold. Godzilla, he's gold. Warden, he's gold. Emile Chablon, he's gold. Then we have Daniel Barnett just casually being a silver tier 2. And then we have Kruger behind him also being gold.
Well done to Daniel, man. Well bloody done to Daniel.
I have to say, it is probably because he won from the last round, so race. It's hard to say because we've won 2 races in 1 round. Last round, so round 2, race 2, he won.
Okay. So
he straight up won.
Maybe he has the momentum. Maybe he's now saying, okay, I have a chance in this. I could win this. What is Daniel's lap times compared to Crawford Brown's?
Let's see. Mr. Daniel Barnett scroll.
So while Draakje gets that off, I am currently looking at gets that up. I'm currently looking at Godzilla. Godzilla, of course, unfortunately having a load of bad luck, being just overtaken by everyone. Not really his race. Rick Binnersley, well done to Rick. Beautiful drive from him today. Absolutely magnificent drive. He's really made up his place. He's shown us what a good driver he is. Yeah. Draakje, driver of the day, race 1. Who would you say it is?
Crawford Brown.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of leaning towards Daniel here. I'm kind of leaning.
Also, Bonnet, I don't know, where did he start? Let's see. He started P7, so that's actually quite good of him fighting up to P5. I also have the data right now. So that's this lap he was 2 tenths faster than Crawford Brown, but he's also still fighting with, I don't want to say fighting with Warden, but he's coming into the dirty air and going out, and so his times vary a lot, but he's about the same pace as SP1.
Too bad, to be quite fair. Everyone, we are gonna go on a last lap here with our friend C. Crawford Brown. We're gonna do it in his view as well, just to kind of get an idea of how it is. I'm gonna talk you guys through the lap here, Draakje, if you wouldn't mind me doing that. Yeah, this should be his final lap, right? Because if they're setting 140s, then this
They're
should
setting
be his final lap.
135, so.
No, it still would. It still would, as he overtakes. Okay, and now he heads down through Goddard's, through the Wheatcroft Straight. Amazing straight this, and he's going to try and brake a bit early because it is rain into Red Gate as he goes through Red Gate. Pretty, I don't say easy corner, but it's decently, it's a cool corner. Just takes it through turn 2 quite nicely. Then he goes into turn 3, the Craner Curves. As he heads through there, he goes into the old hairpin, quite literally, it was the old hairpin before it got changed, turn 4. Turn 5 now, Starkey's Bridge, well, turn 5 heading into Starkey's Bridge, into turn 6, of course, which is right here. Turn 7, McLean's, also a weird corner, McLean's actually, weird to find her pace, Draakje. Next, heading up into Cop Ice, I think that's how I say it, Cop Ice, and then turning through that whole turn 8 onto the Starkey Straight. Now, as he approaches the bottom of the Starkey Straight, he'll find the S's. Now, it isn't quite literally the letter S, it is ESSES. Goes through the S's, turn 9 and 10 there, a bit of a chicane, and then all the way down the straight, which doesn't have a name, into the Melbourne Hairpin. Yes, Melbourne as in the Australian city. Then he heads into another straight without a name, of course, because, you know, what else would this track be without straights without a name? And then as he heads into the, actually crosses the pit entry, into turn 12, Goddard's, onto the Wheatcroft Straight, and C. Crawford Brown crosses the line to be your race 1 winner all the way from P5. Well done to him. Well done to him. And Daniel also crossed. Okay, so everyone should be crossing now. Rick Binnersley, Draakje, P8. Oh, he actually got past Zap as well, so well done to Rick. Well done to Rick. Absolutely beautiful drive from Rick as well. Getting past Zap. I think Zap might have gone off or something. But Rick as well, coming back into P8. Really, he should be happy with that response. He should definitely be happy with that. Everyone, please do stick around, of course. Oh my word, they're all just parking up, aren't they? Please do stick around because we will now be going to race 2. Shortly after, of course. Shortly after. Draakje, can you just make a note, or actually, you know what? No, we should probably just take a screenshot of our top 5 for race 1, shouldn't we? Race
I have
1.
done it.
Okay. I think we'll probably get Crawford. I think we're definitely gonna have to get Crawford in. Yeah, Emo there just on a bit of a victory drive, but I do think him and I think Badalski for Draakje, I do have to say I think Badalski must be in pieces.
Probably he's still finished P3, so I don't think he needs to cry about it because P3 is still okay. Still, let's see how many points he gets from P3. If
But
I
I
can
do think,
calculate it.
hopefully for him. Oh, what is Plate doing? Wait, is Plate not finished yet? Come on, Emo, get past the finish line, man. So he heads into the final few corners there.
Oh,
But yeah, Badalski, of course. I think Draakje, you know, he is starting P1, of course, next race. So hopefully you can change his setup and get used to this race, because that's what he's going to need to do. I claim driver of the day, started P30, finished P14 of a mistake, or I would have been 13th. That is your fellow countryman, Draakje, Nico Perez, saying that he started down last and he's in P14 somehow. How? I have no idea, but I'm just not going to ask questions. Not going to ask questions.
No way. I want to interview Perez then. Wait,
Okay.
let me check the screenshot if it's true.
He has finished
Nico,
P14. P14,
Nico
actually, sorry.
Perez, P14. Mate, from P30, serious?
I think he's dead serious. I do think he is dead serious.
How
That's
did
quite
he
a-
manage that?
I remember, I think in the first few opening laps, it was just chaos, so he might have just, slipped by. Oh, and
Yeah,
Nate's
my
back.
head
Hi,
just
Nate.
exploded.
Thank you, Nate. We appreciate. Love you, Nate. Nate does so much for us, man. What would we?
Nate is the best.
Absolutely love the guy. And yeah, everyone, now is race 1 finish. Your winners, C. Crawford Brown, MO Plate, and M. Badowski. Those are your top 3. Now we are heading into race 2 shortly, of course. Should be here in just a second.
Hashtag Nate, we appreciate.
Oh, is that an actual thing? Hashtag Nate, we appreciate it. I like that.
Let's
I
get
do
it
like
going
that.
on Twitter.
Yeah, let's get that going on Twitter. Hashtag Nate, we appreciate. That'd be extremely fun. But yeah, well done to all the racers. Well done to all the racers. If you're currently racing, well, if you're one of the drivers, well done. You guys did absolutely amazing. Also, if you're one of the racers, Rolford, if you're watching this, and who was it? I think Nico Perez. We might ask you guys for interviews, so please just, yeah, if you guys can, please stick around. We're gonna try and get okay, everyone, I have now messaged Crawford, so we're gonna try and okay, Draakje is going to leave us for just 2 seconds here. Bye bye, Draakje. I am going to try and get Crawford, of course, in for our next race, just to see, because unfortunately he couldn't make the pre-stream, but hopefully he sees that Discord message and just like, yeah, after race 2. Everyone, I hope you guys did enjoy it though. Do you guys have any responses? Any hot takes in chat? You guys have anything you guys want to talk about? Feel free to do so. Of course, feel free to do so. But yeah, what a race! What a race! What a race! Everyone's just going on Nate. We appreciate it. I love that. And here is race 2. Session start in 4 minutes. And this one, everyone, is dry. This race is dry, meaning that Mr. M. Badowski, our leader, has a decent chance of winning the second race. This has definitely thrown a spanner into the works. We're definitely going to see what this means. Badowski, of course, leading by quite a margin in qualifying. So this is going to be interesting, everyone. Please do stick around for race 2. I know, dry isn't as interesting as the wet, but believe me, I have a slight feeling this is going to be exhilarating. Absolutely exhilarating. But yeah, Marco, don't worry, you've got this race, man. You've got this. Thanks to all the people behind the scene that makes this all happen. Oh my word, I'm gonna have to go up this. I'm just gonna say cop ice. That's all I'm gonna say. Cop ice. Now I know you guys talked about no, I'm not even gonna try and say that. RWB will get demonetized if I say it like that, man. Copies? I'm gonna say it like this. Copies. Gonna say it like that, okay? You guys fine with that one? You're one of those people, Nate, a very important one. Yeah, exactly. Everyone, Nate Newcomer, without him, none of this would be possible. Nate, thank you so much. We do appreciate every single bit of you. And I hope you're enjoying, I think you're barbecuing? Am I right? I think Nate is currently on the barbie. Or if he isn't, I know he's doing something with the family. So, I mean, Nate, enjoy that. Thank you so much for all your help. We do appreciate you a lot. I do want to have a look real quick, everyone. You guys have seemed to love, our Balance of Power pre-season show, 91 views, or round 1 at Monza, 187 views, Barcelona 172 views, and then of course now we are still live for round 3. So thank you guys for all the support we here at RWB do appreciate. Yeah, it's honestly been amazing support for myself, Draakje, and all the guys. It has been absolutely amazing being here. It's been amazing commentating for you guys. It's been amazing setting everything up. We do appreciate every single one of you. Is Draakje back yet? Draakje. 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 Draakje, if you want to respond, this is a good time to respond. I'm calling your name. Draakje. Okay, chat, I won't do it again. I don't want to piss you guys off too much. We'll wait for the rock here. He's gonna go, and the session is going. Session is starting in 1 minute and 1 second. Yeah, Nico, we are gonna have a think about. Sorry, guys, I just got a DM message there. Race starting in 50 seconds now. I hope everyone is ready for race 2. 30 minutes on the clock, starting in 40 seconds. I hope everyone is ready. This is going to be one hell of a race. Of course, Mbadowski performing in the dry. Not as good in the wet. I think he just wasn't ready for the wet. Crawford Brown, of course, extremely ready for the wet. I think he had a slight inkling. Draakje, I'm going to do the first few opening laps. It is dry, fully dry for the session. But at the end of the session, it is forecasted to rain. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there. That's going to be interesting. But till then, I'll take us away for the first few laps, and then Draakje, you want to take over?
My ACC is still not working.
You can watch the stream, man. You can watch the
Yeah,
stream.
true. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. We'll go. Okay, and now they are off for their bit of a formation here. Mbadowski looking a lot more stable in the dry. I'm going to be honest, Mbadowski is looking a lot better in the dry. He isn't even warming his tires. Oh my word, Draakje. Mbadowski, I think he's...
He is like Kimi Raikkonen when under the safety car. Everyone is weaving around and Kimi just driving straight.
I think Marco has said, listen, the first race was wet. It wasn't my best race, but now this one is dry, and I will win this. I think that's what he said. And I think we're about to see that realization. That is, of course, if Warden does not get a jump on him, but it doesn't look like he will. And now, everyone, it is green lights, and away we go. Warden actually gets an amazing start. Oh my word, Warden goes for a jump, and does he get the jump? No, Marco fights back. Marco sticks his head in and says, no, you're not getting this place. This is my race. Marco now leading from Warden. Warden's still on his tail. Plate just behind him, not being able to catch up quite as much as he wants to. But Plate now putting the pressure on Warden. Mbadowski almost running away after this. Not quite running away, but he is definitely gapping them both. Already a 10th between them. But in the corners, he doesn't look like he's so good. Warden almost touches Mbadowski's back end. He just doesn't quite do it. Oh, that gets on my nerves. Mbadowski heading now through here. Warren looks like he's decently stable, but he is still, of course, under pressure from Plate. I do want to have a look now. Draakje back down to C. Crawford Brown. Oh, no, wait, actually, no. Okay, no, don't worry. Okay, it's fine. I thought he was going for a dive bomb there, but he didn't go for a dive bomb. Crawford Brown, our previous race leader, also perfectly fine. He looks like he is having a decent time, even in the dry. I'm going to have a look at Daniel Barnett, of course, a bit down the field. He did an extremely well performance, already putting the pressure on. I think that's Godzilla in front of him. T. Agaris in front of him, and then hopefully getting past to Godzilla. I don't want to go back up to Marco now, of course. Do that real quick. Oh my word, look at Marco. Just cruising. He now has a decent gap, 7/10, but in the corners he is not as good as I think he wants to be, Draakje. I mean, look at that. You know, in the corners he just loses so much time. The Ferrari is, you know, I don't know. I think that Ferrari is more aimed at the straights. I'm gonna be honest. I think that Ferrari might be more aimed at the straights.
I'm gonna bully some people with this. This Ferrari is like the Mercedes of Formula 1.
It is, isn't it? It's just a lethal car. It is just a lethal car to have. I mean, look.
That's actually Badowski with a 127 until now. We'll see once he has done a full lap. But his dry times are crazy faster.
They should be crazy fast, because I mean, he already has a 7.5 second gap to Warden. He's pulling, man. He's definitely pulling on that string. But someone we see who is not pulling, funnily enough, is Mr. Godzilla. I do want to have a look at Godzilla. Of course, he, switching cars to the GTR, and as we know, the GTR unfortunately is not the best car in ACC. But Godzilla, Draakje, I don't want to say this, but he hasn't really, had any outstanding performances. Everything's kind of been a bit mediocre. It even, sometimes it even seems like he's kind of struggling.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting to see. Always every race is different. Personally, I don't think it's has to do much with the drive, but maybe a little bit with the drive that the track is just not made for his driving style.
It could actually be. That could.
Because I don't know if you have ever seen me race in F1 2021. In the game, I drive like a maniac.
Yes.
So, slow tracks are not made for me. So, in F1 2021, I do not like Sandford.
You don't like your own home GP. Oh, actually, Draakje, sorry, I am sorry to interrupt you, but I want to have a look up the field at Emo Plate. Sorry, I saw his gap go down there for a second. Emo Plate, Draakje, I just want to have a quick word on him. He is an extremely consistent driver. We've said that time and time again. But Emo's thing is, and Draakje, this is a question, in these races, right, does Emo get off his consistency and just start, banging in laps? Or does he try and stay consistent, hoping the guy in front of him makes a decision? Because, I mean, these races aren't an hour and a half anymore. They're only 30 minutes. So, what does he do?
As far as I have seen right now, I've been indeed kind of watching Emo play because that guy has a lot of potential. I don't want to simp or anything, but he has quite some potential in there. I think with these 30-minute races in the beginning, he's really pushing to get maybe even gain places in the first stage of the race. After that, he's just setting himself up for some steady race pace, and I think he's just gonna see what he can do with it. If he notices, okay, I'm faster than, in this case, Warden ahead, I might start pushing a little bit, see if I can get him under pressure, see if he starts making mistakes. So, I think he's about playing it neutral, but when he needs to, he plays it hard and aggressive.
That is quite true. And now, Badowski, funnily enough, had a few good laps. But now, struggling, may I even say. I mean, look at Warden right behind him. Right behind him, also Draakje, yeah, so that was just tentative list what I was thinking of. Yeah, Badowski definitely has the speed on the straights, but he's struggling in the corners, Draakje. Look at how much speed that Lexus is carrying in than that Ferrari is. That is scary to see. I hope Badowski should be able to stay in front. I hope he does. I honestly do hope he does. But yeah, it's what a race, Draakje. I mean, listen, the thing about this track is at Donington Park is the gaps, in the rain the gaps took decently long to form. But now we're 7 minutes in, and look at the gaps. I mean, there's already a gap of 2.5 seconds. It was 3 seconds. What? How is this possible? How on Saturday is this possible?
The times, man, the times. We right now are seeing 127.6 is like an estimated in the middle, but the slowest time on the board right now will be, let's see, Mr. Pinpoint with a 133.9.
Oh, give me a second, Draakje. Actually, Badowski, for a second I thought Warden was going to make a move, there into the hairpin. It looked like he wanted to, but it's fine. I do want to have a look at, I think it's Mr. T. Wait, who was it? Make sure I get the name right now. I think it's Mr. Terry Agaris. Mr. Terry Agaris. I want to have a look at him. He is really closing up to Godzilla. The thing is, and you know, Draakje, I think we've had this talk quite a bit, but when it comes to car choice, right? What, how can I say this? What do you personally, right? I'm gonna ask you personally because I think it differs from person to person. But like, if you had to choose one car, right, that you feel comfortable in racing and that you think could do every single track good, which car would you take?
That's actually a thing I've been investigating lately, to say it really professional. But I think it was last week I saw Nate with, not sure who, just in a voice chat. They were driving on the practice server, and I just joined them. We had quite some fun actually. Maybe Nate can confirm it was really fun. We tried out a lot of different cars, and I noticed the Lexus was really up for my racing style, and also for me doing still quite some good lap times. So I think Lexus will be for now my choice to go, but I have not tried the Nissan and the Mercedes yet, and the BMW.
And try the GTR if I was you. I'm gonna have a look. Marco Badalski, everyone, your pole sitter, under heavy pressure from Warden. Warden has attempted 2 or 3 moves now. I've seen him out of his corner of our eyes. Draakje, sorry, I'm not disregarding your thing about the cars. I'm just kind of, because I saw it and I just want to say something about it. Marco. Oh no! Wait, no, sorry. Okay, well, commentators jinx. As I said, Marco actually proceeds the golf track, but Warden on attack from Plate trying to get a run on him, but he just can't. Will Plate go for the switchback? Oh no, he doesn't, but he is extremely close. Draakje, look at this battle. Look at this battle. Oh my word. Draakje, can we get some lap times on Warden and Plate, please?
Definitely was already watching them secretly. Last lap, Mr. Plate 127.969 and Warden 128.179. So Plate is a little bit less and 2 tenths faster.
See, and that's the thing is Badalski needs Plate and Warden to fight, because if they fight, it gives Badalski an open line to run away, and that's all he needs, So, at this point, okay, if I was Warden and Plate, right, I would say, okay, listen, we both want to catch the leader, let's just work together and get there. But, I am also rooting for Marco, so, Warden, Plate, keep tussling, please, just keep fighting, would appreciate, thank you. Keep fighting, boys.
I am actually indeed loving this race more than the first race, and I think it's because everyone has settled into their cars, right now know how they work. I don't want to real quick interrupt you, but I see Mr. Crawford Brown in the pit. And he's dropping down and dropping down.
No. Oh, I just seen that. I was just focusing on RWB Flack, who's extremely close to Binnersley in front of him. But oh my word, Crawford. But see, I didn't see any contact with Crawford, so I think that might be a retirement. Crawford winning the first race and then retiring from the second. Oh, that must hurt the poor guy. That must hurt the poor guy. Okay, moving on. Crawford, really sorry to see that happen. Moving on, our Flack now catching Rick Bittersley here. Look at this. Look at these two. Rick also as well, Draakje. I feel like Rick has so much more potential, man. Personally, because he's extremely good driver. We've seen some really good drives out of him, but I honestly do feel like Rick has a lot more that he could have, have in store that he just hasn't quite developed, if that makes sense. I mean, last season we saw some stellar performances from him, and I'm hoping to see this season the same. But yeah, I think he's definitely one of my favorite drivers. Him, Oliver Curtin, Emo Plate, Godzilla, Daniel Barnett, probably some of my favorite drivers, to be quite fair.
Definitely, we saw Rick Binsley absolutely dominating Zandvoort last season. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe the long time races are really for him, and the short races just not.
Yeah, could
Or
be
there
more
are other problems. I'm not sure what's happening.
Hey, could be. I wanna have a look up. Sorry, to Godzilla. Godzilla now lurking down the inside of T. Agres, but he just isn't able to make the move. But Godzilla under pressure from Daniel Barnett, and we have seen how lethal Daniel is when you give him the chance. Quite literally, a Nissan squished between two Porsches. Draakje, do you think Daniel has the pace to catch up to that Mr. Godzilla?
I do think yes, that Porsche is absolutely flying around here. So he will definitely have the pace to get page to get catch up.
I hope he does. Do you have some times for us?
Let's see. Mr. Bonnet, beautiful P7. He's doing a 128.902 with Godzilla doing a 129.7. So he's about 8 tenths faster. But that was last lap. As far as I can see, he's not that much faster anymore.
Maybe Daniel, is just saving. Maybe he's saving. Maybe the second half of this race he wants to go crazy. We know Daniel. I mean, he does it regular. I mean, more than an hour and a half races, but maybe, he's decided, hey, first 15 minutes, okay, I'll show them what I have, and then all of a sudden, later I'll come back. But Godzilla now closing rapidly on, who's that ahead of him? T. Agris? Sorry. Keep reading the names wrong, don't I? Okay, Draakje, you can have a look at your DM store. I just had to type out something. Tell me if that's right. You can make some adjustments as well. But yeah, absolutely beautiful race. Up top now, interestingly enough, everyone, and I think this is what we were talking about, is Eddie Warden now has a 1.8 second gap to Badalski leading, and Plate has a 1.7 second gap. Draakje, and this really goes to show, I mean, I assume, Warden and Plate got stuck together, and then, Badalski pulled a gap, and now, Warden is putting a gap on Plate, which just shows you how, like, it's extreme. If you get stuck on someone at a race like this, you are going to pay for it. And that shows in these racers,
Definitely have to agree indeed. I don't have any more to comment on that actually.
No, it's just a perfect sentence. As you see, Samuel Kruger here hunting down Flack. He might actually go for a move. Does he go for a move? Oh no, that actually looked like contact there for a second. I hope there wasn't contact. Please tell me there wasn't. But Samuel Kruger looking absolutely rapid. Draakje, what are the lap times between those two? P9 and P10. What are the
P9, P10, P9 at a 129.244 and P10 at a 128.554.
So 7/10 faster a lap is Samuel Kruger. And with that said, our Flack is now getting caught up with Rick Binnersley, who is, I think, holding him up at this point. 7/10. Do you know how much 7/10 is around the lap? That's a very lot of time, man. That is a lot.
That's crazy.
A lot of time. That's definitely a lot of time. Any more battles? Do we see any more heated battles, Draakje? Do you see any more? D-Wilk, maybe, actually? We saw a bit of Wilk I think previous race. Here's Wilk. No, nothing really happening with him. Nothing really happening. What about Amir in front of him? Anything happen? Anything happening? Oh, actually, something is happening with Amir. He is chasing down the BMW of Nico Perez. He is chasing down Nico is doing an absolutely amazing job, isn't he? Fuck me, how is he making up these many positions? Draakje, can you have a look at where he started? Like, where he qualified? Because...
Mr. Amir, let's take
No,
a
no,
look.
Mr. Nico Perez. Nico Perez.
Oh, Perez.
Because, I mean, if he did start P30, which he said he did, he's made up like 15 places, which sounds pretty... Oh, oh no! Oh, that was almost contact. That was almost contact between Amir and Wilk. Amir lost it and then almost bumped into Wilk. At least he didn't. That was extremely close, though. That was extremely close.
As far as I can see, Perez started around P25, but I did not actually save the starting spots.
That's not too bad, don't worry. Okay, Godzilla here. Let's have a look at Godzilla. Yeah, he's chilling. He has Daniel Barnett behind him, 1.3 seconds. That's not really a threat. And T. Agarist in front of him by 7 tenths. But 7 tenths in front of T. Agarist, Rocky, is Jack Alexander in P4, hoping to hold his position. We've seen him struggle now and then in that pink GTR. Hoping he can just hold his position long enough just to get past these next 11 minutes and 32 seconds. Draakje, driver of the day, race 2.
Hard to say.
I'm gonna have to have some.
I would say Nico Perez.
Nico Perez? Okay, going with Nico, bro. Nico is I think he's a driver.
He's up in P15 and he started at behind number 23, so I think he started 24th or 25th. He made about 10 places. That's a lot.
I don't know how he does it. Does he have wall hacks or something?
Probably. I think he was just lucky and smart in the first stages.
Yeah, probably, to be quite fair.
But that's also a tactic, right? You can say, oh, that's not cool because you're only playing tactics in the first stage. But if you are able to gain 10 places in the first stage, you are really big brains.
Yeah, I have no idea how he's done that. I hope someone saved a replay of the session because I need to see how he goes up that many positions. It's just unbelievable. Imagine if it's just like one massive send down into turn 1, Draakje. Just
yeah, I think there are always guys saving replays. I always see them coming up at the league chat. So we actually have.
We should see it soon enough. But yeah, honestly, pretty calm race for more. I know the gap between Mbadowski, Marco, and E. Warden behind him, it was decreasing, but it seems like it's gone up a bit now. So I think Draakje Warden might have used a bit too much of his tires, and he is now suffering because of that. I think that might be the case. Yeah, look at that, definitely. Can we get their lap times?
Yeah, Warden actually lost 3 tenths from the previous lap to this lap. So he is definitely, I think, screwing up his tires.
Yeah, I think he absolutely ate his tires, hoping he could get past Badowski, and then he couldn't, and now he's kind of suffering. While as Badowski, might I just say, I mean...
That's a massive crash I just saw there.
What? Oh my... What number is it? What number is it? Do you know?
I think I saw someone spin. It's number 555. Who's car number 555?
Absolutely no idea. I don't have it on my side. I can't see it at 555. Okay, well, whoever was 555.
Number 555, Matt Shablome.
P?
B32.
Oh, I wasn't scrolling down far enough. Matt Shablome, he said a massive spin? No, but I don't think it was. Oh, no, there he goes again. Is he gonna touch a birdie? Oh, yeah.
I think he might have blown his tire or something, because do you know what I've just got into my mailbox from Mr. Crawford Brown? He just said to me what happened to him in race 2. Do you want to know what happened?
I want to know what happened.
He blew a tire. He got a puncture.
And oh my word!
And with,
So-
with pitting, the only he would have been screwed. He would have been all the way in the back and no
yeah,
way
wouldn't have
back
been able
up.
to-
So he retired.
Shit. Is there any way we can get him in for an interview?
He indeed just messaged me. He's actually up for an interview.
Okay. If you could ask him about end race 2, and if so, in about 8 minutes, if you can hop in, and yeah, we'll definitely. Yeah, I'll just message him, tell him. Oh, he says he can do it mid race. Okay. Let's. You know what? Let's. Draakje, if you can message him.
Screw it. Let's do it.
Let's tell him 8. No. But the thing is, let's finish the race first, at least. So 7ish minutes. If you can tell him 7ish minutes, and then we'll take him as our first interviewee, because he was the winner of race 1. Anyways, going. Oh, that's yeah. Badalski trying to just. But poor Badalski, Draakje. He's trying to get past these lapped cars, but these lapped cars are just not. Yeah, they're just not holding, are they? They just won't give the position. They're just being stubborn as ever.
To say it, they kind of look like Mazepin.
Mazepin. I hope we don't get copyrighted for that. I want to have a look at. Actually, okay, Draakje, I just realized Godzilla actually did get past Mr. T. Agris, but behind T. Agris now is Mr. Daniel Barnett, and as we know, Mr. Daniel Barnett, he's extremely fast Porsche driver, so we'll see what happens there. Hopefully
He's a
nothing
really
really-
experienced sports driver as well, as far as I know.
Isn't he? This is his, what, I think his 2nd season in that thing?
Yeah, but he also does a lot of practices, as far as I know.
He does.
As
yeah,
far as
that
I
is
can
what he is.
see. And that's him past a back marker. Yeah, because that's also in Porsche.
Give me a second, I actually do have a look.
Yeah,
I've
that
been
was a
watching.
back marker.
I've been watching a 12-hour Kailami race. The
No,
whole day,
that's
and
actually
it's
Daniel
pretty
Barnett in front of Acaris.
cool. No,
He
wait, did he
just
just overtake
passed
him?
Yeah, he just overtook Acaris. It was on
Okay.
stream, don't worry. I thought
Okay.
Acaris was the back marker, so that's a shame.
Can we have a rewind? Oh, no, okay, so that rewind is... Even the rewind...
Too
doesn't-
late.
Yeah, even the rewinds...
It was a
Okay.
clean pass. It was a really clean pass.
Okay, well, GG, I guess. Daniel Barnett, well done. He is now up. Well done to Daniel. Okay, so we are currently still in replay mode. It's gonna be like this for quite a long-ass replay. We're gonna... Yeah, I put on a really long replay, unfortunately. But yeah.
Is that
Everyone-
actually Barnett
there
in
it is.
front of Godzilla, or am I just blind?
No. Barnett is, I think he's right behind Godzilla, actually. I think he is. Daniel
Oh no,
Barnett,
we're actually watching Madowski right
Yeah,
now. Sorry,
Here's
my
Daniel
brain.
Barnett. Here's Daniel
I
Barnett.
thought we were watching Barnett and I just
no.
saw Godzilla in the background, so it was like,
No, we weren't. No, we weren't. Sorry. But, okay, wait, so, MO plate now in P2 because, Warden, I assume, was off. He went off.
I think so. Yes, I
Yeah,
did
so-
not see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, I just saw it, bro. We are missing out on so much in this session. I do apologize to everyone. But okay, so Warden, unfortunately, out. Which means Badalski leads, Mo played in 2nd, J. Alexander in 3rd, Godzilla in 4th, Daniel Barnett in 5th, T. Agris 6th, 7th Warden, 8th Career, 9th Frick Spinnerly, and in 10th our flag. What a race. What a race, Draakje. I mean, this is just, yeah, wow. I would not give anything to trade for this, if that makes sense. This has been amazing.
Yeah,
Look at that.
it's been the
Yeah.
most amazing race for now.
I I mean, we've missed half of it because we were talking about our things,
Shh,
but
don't say that out
Let's
loud.
okay, we just want to talk about it. Yeah, Warden had to go off because he's 12 seconds behind T Agaris, I think that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what we know from
Oh no! Look, ooh. Did
they were
did
really
Godzilla just
close.
pass Alexander? Godzilla getting past Alexander in the beautiful move. Do we want a replay? Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, getting a replay of that. Oh my lord, Godzilla just cutting through the field. What is he doing? He must be a
Cutting
madman.
through it like it's butter.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's doing. But him and Daniel as well, they're working together on this, I'm telling you.
So he actually has quite a large gap here.
Look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
he
him
makes
just making a mistake.
make a mistake.
He went
and
into the
what?
grass and Godzilla was like, "Thank you for the open door."
He said, "Thank you very much." There's a TikTok song that, for those who don't get the reference. But after this replay is finished, I want to see how much time we have left on the clock, because I will leave everyone with only a minute and 52 seconds remaining. We are gonna hop on board. We're gonna do another lap around this whole circuit with our leader. For those who maybe didn't see it the first time, I absolutely love doing these laps on boards. It is absolutely brilliant. Gonna watch him. So this, of course, your leader, Marco Badowski. In the first race, he unfortunately got third, but he is now doing good. Draakje, if you want to just send Crawford a message, we'll be with him in 3 minutes. And then, we need to send the messages out, don't we? Draakje, can you start sending the messages out to everyone we need to interview, please?
Let's see. Yes.
Thank you. And then, everyone, we are now, as he gets through these last corners, we are going to definitely get on board with your, I hope, your second race winner. Let's get on this dash view.
Am I
should we get dash pro?
this blind or
Where's that?
don't I see Mr. Barnett already in the Discord?
Oh yeah, because we can't see. Yeah, I have no idea where Daniel is. I have absolutely no idea where Daniel is. Daniel Barnett, if you are watching this, please do let us know. Okay, and everyone, we start our lap here, our last lap, I think. Yeah, it is our last lap on board with our race leader. Down Wheatcroft into Red Gate, which is corner 1. He overtakes the back marker. Then going into turns 2 and turns 3. Really high speed corners these, not really much braking that goes on. Old hairpin, it is a hairpin for reasons, so you do need to put a bit of braking in turn 4. Turn 5 now leading into Starkey's Bridge, as they call it, and then Starkey's Bridge then ending at turn 6 right here. Next turn, turn 7, McLean's, and then our next turn is turn 8, Copis. Call it Copis. Turn 8, Copis. And then you have a bit of a turn and then a long right-hander. Absolutely wonderful. Everyone getting out of the way of the race leader. Now he is going down Starkey's Straight, heading into the S's, which is I think, the only chicane in here? Yeah, I think it is the only chicane in this track. Now heading down the unknown straight, I guess, just another straight, into the Melbourne hairpin. Yes, that is Melbourne, as in the city in Australia. As he goes through there, he goes through the last section of second to last section of straight he'll have to endure, I guess, as he heads into Goddard's. And Marco Badowski, as he gets onto the Wheatcroft Straight, is your race 2 winner. As it starts raining, he defeated everyone. He got this race. Marco, well done. Well done. You deserve that. You absolutely 100% deserve that. You absolute animal of a person. I'm gonna go on with Daniel Barnett here as he crosses as well. Oh, actually a bit too late for it. Rick Binnersley maybe? Would he still catch Rick going past? I think, we'll be able to catch Rick going past into the last turn, into Wheatcroft Straight. And Rick Binnersley crosses the line at P9. He can be extremely happy with that drive. Draakje, I hope you've gotten a few responses from our participants.
Not yet, but they're obviously still racing because.
Yeah, okay, fine. They're obviously still racing, but yeah, oh my word, everyone, that was your race and your first race and your second race. Please, we are still going to have the interviews, so stick around. We're gonna be talking to these guys. I think First, however, oh my word, I see someone spinning there. Draakje, while you get them in, I'm going to drag in Mr. Crawford around, if that's fine.
Go ahead.
Mr. Crawford, g'day, g'day, g'day.
G'day, sorry, I'm pushed to talk.
It's fine, don't worry. We at that point, we kind of made a last-minute decision to drag you in, so that's fine. That isn't your mistake. Don't worry. But yeah, Crawford, unfortunate race 2 with that puncture. I think we all understand why you ended up doing that. But race 1, oh no, crap! Wait, that's the wrong screen. Is it? Oh crap! No, I think I might have gone. Yeah, okay, I went to the wrong screen. I do apologize. Okay, don't worry. Right screen now. Crawford, amazing race from you, first race. You were in P5. What was your secret to get up to P1? We saw you absolutely flying. What was your secret? What on earth did you drink? What did you do? What was your secret?
Secret number 1 is that I had porridge for breakfast. That's obviously a joke. No, I think I just got lucky. I think I just had the best car for the conditions. Because my McLaren setup was a very, very downforce heavy, and I got lucky with the pressures. I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting next to Eddie Warden in chat, and I was thinking I'm just gonna soften the rear a bit, raise the ride height a little, guess the pressures, and then take it from there.
Just guess the pressures.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I had a bit of an unfortunate incident with plate lap 1, but I just knew instantly that I just had way more downforce than everyone else, and obviously I didn't have any ballast. But it was good to win after a really disappointing Barcelona with 2 DNFs, which weren't entirely my fault.
You definitely fought your way back, and honestly, despite race 2, I think you can still call that an extremely successful day. Getting P1, that isn't easy. All I'm gonna say is some of the overtakes that you did there, I would definitely not have the balls to do. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. So yeah, honestly, well done, Crawford. Amazing drive, Draakje. And you have anything?
So I was just chatting with Nico to get him up. Nah, it's unfortunately to see you actually need to retire from this race, but man, what a first race. I don't actually have any question, but just man, what a first race. Can't say more.
Much.
I think
I just wanted to bring back to a time. It was at Monza, and you said I wasn't going to overtake somebody, and
oh, you did.
And
you did.
And I had the right to call you a Dutch cheese-eating so-and-so. I can't remember quite what the quote was, but it made me really laugh.
A cheese-eating fat man.
Yeah, something like that.
Something along those lines. Listen, but what caused? Sorry to interrupt. What caused the puncture is that I've never had a puncture in ACC before, and I kept on understeering wide into the grass, and I realised now I kept on running over the drains. So that's amazing attention to detail in this sim, that if you run over the drains, it's hard metal, it can cause a puncture. I just found that quite incredible.
See, I can.
That's
yeah.
That's a George Russell kind of situation in Baku, was it? With the drain that got loose?
I think so. Okay, but one or the other. You know what? After that first drive, I think your car was like, okay, that's enough. You're not getting anything more out of me. That's enough. That's fine.
Yeah, my luck ran out for sure.
Yeah. But you know what? No, seriously. I myself and Draakje, we cannot wait, and the whole RWB family, we cannot wait to see you do the next few races. I think I have sent you a friend request. You seem like an extremely nice guy. And can I just say, on that overtake in Monza, when we dared you that you wouldn't do the overtake and you just committed to it and full sent it, yeah, well done. Fucking amazing. That was probably one of the best overtakes I've seen in Monza. But in regards to these 2 races, bad luck in the second one, but all respect to you. You have done absolutely effing amazing. And yeah, I think we'll definitely be talking to you more.
Well, thank you very much for the praise. I definitely need to curb my aggressive overtaking enthusiasm and wind it back a little bit.
Just a little
I'm
bit.
I'm
Just a
still
little bit.
finding the balance, but thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it, and thanks for doing commentary.
Any day, any day. Do you have any message to your fellow rivals, Marco, who won the last race? Any message to any of
Yeah.
those?
Yeah, Marco, you're too good. You need more ballast. That's pretty much that. I felt sorry for Kai Banks, who's got an extra 30 kilos, and it kind of took him away today. So it's a shame that, but I really like this ballast idea. It's really worked well, and it's brought people like me who usually wouldn't be totally up there into the fold. Just want to say, yeah, well done, RWB.
Yeah, I mean, now you're actually gonna have to start doing something if you're racing. Um, no, but honestly, yeah, the ballast we've been getting a lot of positive feedback on it, so I am extremely uh you can oh my word, sorry, Draakje's decided to do the stuff of Draakje started to go over my head, but it's fine. Yeah, no, seriously though, we've had a lot of positive feedback about the ballast, and it's good to see someone who won a race saying, listen, it's a good idea, please keep doing it. So Crawford, amazing first race, shit second race, but you can still go home and celebrate and say you had the best time of your life. I'm sure how you were driving in that first race, I'm sure you're still kind of on a high, because I would be. That was just some amazing driving. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, just before I go, shout out to Eddie Warden. I'd say fastest man on the track today, just got very unlucky. And that's my last thing.
Yeah. Crawford, see you later, my man. And we have moved them back down. Okay,
And
and now. Okay, yeah, I know you organized Nico and Kai. You can just tell them we'll wait 2 seconds, because we are going to wait 2 seconds because Mr. Marco Badowski, the man we talked to in qualifying, the man who unfortunately had a pretty crap race 1, but then made up for it in race 2. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good and kind of exhausted, to be honest.
I can think. Would you be able to just take us through the first race? Like, what because I know, a lot of people were, kind of surprised by the rain. What happened? What was your, when you saw that rain, what was kind of your first, instinct?
Shit.
Shit.
Like, I've legit done 0 laps on a wet track beforehand, so I just loaded up the wet preset and guessed the tire pressures, and I got them pretty spot on, actually, luckily. So for the first few laps, I was just trying to hold on and get rid of the people behind me, but I made like 2 or 3 mistakes which allowed Plate and Brown to get past me.
To be quite fair, even despite not winning, you still finished P3, which I have to imagine isn't as bad of a race as you would, as you expected, I guess.
Yeah, like if someone told me that I was driving a race on a wet track with like 0 laps practice on it beforehand and still finish P3, I would have taken it.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, okay, let's go over to race 2, right? Race 1, shitty race. What was your kind of attitude heading into race 2? Of course you saw it was dry, but when you spawned in, saw it was dry. What was kind of your first how did you feel? Did you feel I have a chance, or were you kind of still thinking about the last race, saying I need to be careful?
No, I felt actually a big relief when I saw the dry track in front of me. I just loaded up my dry setup that I was actually working on in this week and thought to myself, like, just like race 1, if I stay ahead until the old hairpin, there's a very high chance I will win.
Yeah, because I mean, we did see Warden going for a few moves on you. He did try his best. Do you think do you think you were you were kind of the only one that could win that race too, or do you think it could have played out differently? What's like your kind of feeling on that? Or race 2, sorry, yeah, race 2.
Yeah, Warden definitely had a chance to pass me a few times because my Achilles heel on this track is the fast chicane leading into the last sector, and it was his strength apparently, because like some laps he made up like almost half a second there, and I had to go a little bit defensive going towards the Melbourne hairpin.
I mean, he did obviously make it right. I mean, we did honestly, I think once Emo and Warden got mixed up, that gave you quite a bit to, kind of drag out. But yeah, no, amazing race from you tonight. Unfortunately, an unfortunate race one. But both races still did extremely well. Draakje, do you have anything to ask?
Again, no, you just asked everything.
Marco, we just had your competitor in here of race one, Crawford, and we asked him, does he have anything to say to you, and he said, "Oh, you're too good. You need more ballast." Any response to that?
Yeah, luckily for him, I will get additional 10 kilograms of ballast for the next race, so he gets his wish.
Okay, Crawford. So if you're watching, you you have a better chance in the next race. But yeah, no, Marco. Seriously, well done, well race. If you have any shout outs or anything you want to say, you have 3 minutes. Go for it.
No, I can just say thank you to everyone who organized this race and was on track with me. Like, despite those very tricky conditions, especially in race one, it was surprisingly clean, even though there was some hard racing, especially from Brown in race one. But yeah, I'm just happy it went this smoothly in both of the races for me, and yeah, hope I can race against those guys in the same way for the remaining rounds.
I think you will. I think honestly, it's been amazing racing, and I think it's definitely gonna stay that way. Marco, thank you so much. Go celebrate a bit. Go pat yourself on the back. You have honestly deserved this. And I think the other guys from the league would say, can he just not be that fast? But yeah, no. Marco, well done. And yeah, enjoy the night.
Yeah, thanks. You too. Have a good one.
You too. Cheers.
Yeah, bye.
And now, everyone, I'm going to hand over to Draakje. He is going to be taking over the next section completely with his 2 interviews. Draakje, the stage is yours.
So I actually have to decide. Nico has been waiting for the longest. He's actually typing in chat, so shook up. Watch it. Hello, Mr. Nico. He is really silent today. That's nice. Not used to be that from a Dutchman, but maybe he's forgetting his push to talk.
Nico? Push to talk?
Nico?
Nico, mic muted. Push to talk. No, he's gone. Okay, well, let's drag Kai up.
Watch him. Nico.
Yeah, I hear you now.
There he is. Hello.
Yeah.
First off,
I picked myself as driver of the day. How did it go?
Well, I actually picked you as driver of the day for me, but holy shit, what was your qualifying position?
P30.
How?
30, and you fought all the way back up to P15?
No, P14 in both races.
Excuse me, P14 then. Sorry, my sir. Let's see where you at. I'm actually the standings are already updated. You are right now P25 in the standings with 96 points of only this session. You were flying out there. How did the car feel? Just how did it feel?
Nothing different than before.
The most short Dutch answer I've ever heard. No, but you are actually one of the. We don't have a lot of BMW drivers, if I'm correct, right? 3. That's not a lot. With the rain, because I heard a lot of guys that the last moment switched their tire pressures. Like Crawford Brown just guessed his tire pressure, was like YOLOing it. How did you handle that situation with the rain?
Well, for me, it was a total panic for 2 minutes straight. And I was almost as far as leaving. And then I was like, but what am I going to change? And I only put on wet tires and nothing else. I kept everything the same.
So that actually worked for you because you were flying on that track, even in the rain. And of course, you can say, yes, I'm from the Netherlands. Rain is like every day for us. It is kind of true in these times. Wait one.
At one point, I was kind of mad at you guys, to be honest, because I had the stream on my phone during the race, and at one point you said, "Oh, the guys at the front are doing 1:36 something those laps," and I was like, "But I just did a 1:36 flat."
Can I be
How did you
honest?
not notice that?
I have not watched the guys at the back that much, and that's to blame on me. But this was crazy out in front.
Yeah.
I have
It
no
was
idea. I
crazy
was not
busy.
there.
They were fighting all the time. But if I can read the chat right now, you actually have a rivalry with Red Sky. I don't know his real name.
Yeah.
How's that going? Because for now, I think you're winning.
I'm winning at this point, so the rivalry is now going good. If he's winning, I'm pushing him off.
Corrected. He is in the Mercedes AMG Evo.
Yep.
Okay, so he's actually P38 in the standings, so you're winning by quite a bit. But aw, you're sad for him. Okay, I've never heard a rivalry say "aw" when hearing his other guys in the back.
Excuse me. Look at me being all successful.
So we have next week we have Zolder. Personally, I'm gonna say out loud,
going
I
to
don't
rain?
like the track. But how do you feel with Zolder?
I've never. Well, I've done an offline race on Solder, but that's it.
So about zero experience. What are your expectations and what are you hoping to be at that place with your standings?
In front of Red Sky, of course.
Okay, but what place? Like, because this race you would prefer
I'm
to the
going to win
P40.
this rivalry, even if I finish one position above him. I'm okay.
So even if you're all the way in the back and he's just one place behind you, you're okay with it. Sounds like a hard rivalry.
I'm still winning that rivalry then.
True. I don't have anything to add to this, Panda. Maybe you.
No, fine, thanks.
So I'm just laughing at you guys having this hard of a rivalry. Never seen this before. It's nice to see though. I want to thank you for the interview. I do want to give you about a minute to maybe call even Red Sky out. Do you have anything to say to anyone?
I'm winning. I'm winning.
Oh, I'm gonna clip this.
Yeah, that's getting clipped. That's getting
But,
clipped.
one quick thing, because in race 1 I was P13 for most of the race, and in the last lap, when I started the last lap, I was like, "Heck, this can't be true. I can't finish P13. Something is wrong." And I spun off and I finished P14. So I kind of jinxed myself in that last lap.
Oh, okay, that's
Sad
interesting.
me.
But yeah, thank you so much for the interview, and I wish you all the
You're
best for the
welcome.
next races.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Then we have one other guy. It's actually quitting quite late, but just do it. Mr. Kai Banks. Or Godzilla, also a good name.
Hello. That was fun, wasn't it?
Hello.
Oh.
So, how was your race? Because as far as we have seen, it was chaos up in front.
Yeah, it was a bit crazy first race. The wet, you're chasing the spray, and you can't really see what you're doing very much. But I locked up my rear brakes going in the last hairpin on the first race, so it kind of put a stop. That the second race was better though. Second race was fun, especially when that rain came at the end there.
That sounds very good. Indeed, you finished P7 and P3. B3 is quite nice.
Made up
as
for the
far as
first
I
race.
So what?
It made up for the first race.
Yeah, that definitely did. Still 152 points, so that's quite a lot. Right now, P2 in the standings. Are you expecting to still catch up with Mr. Marco Badowski?
It's going to be hard, but it depends really on conditions and stuff. But he's quick. He's probably, to be honest with you, he's probably run away with it now. I'll be happy with a second if I can keep hold of that, but he's probably going to run away from it from there on. He's
As
fast.
I see it, he's kind of the Lewis Hamilton right now of this league. He's really fast and just outrunning all of you guys.
Yeah. Well, I had the full weight on me this weekend, so kind of struggled there a little bit. But next week less weight, so.
Indeed, you had. So Badowski was really lucky because he had only 20 kilograms and you had 30. With the new system, so with this ballast, do you really notice the difference with some kilograms extra in your car?
I did, yeah. Especially on this track, I did. I think it'd depend on the track because I don't think the GTR is that stable around Donington anyway, and it just felt a little bit more unstable. Like kept losing the. It was a bit loose up at the top there, the top two right-handers. But I think it's just going to depend on the track.
That sounds actually very good. The timings were. The thing is, it's only updates every lap, so we cannot see what happens every single sector. But you were still running quite some solid timings with the races. But with the upcoming races, so we have Zolder, then Imola, then Zandvoort, then the 1.5 hours of Spa. Where are your strong spots and where are your weak spots?
Well, my weakest has got to be Spa, but I love Imola. I'm hoping to do well at Imola. That's my favourite track out of all of them. I quite like Zoldar as well, but I think Imola will be the one that's better for me.
Okay, so last question because it's getting late for me right now.
Yeah, man, that's all good.
What are your expectations for the next race at Zolder?
Top 6, if anything. Just try to keep in top 3 would be nice, but just try and keep in the top 6. Keep the points coming in.
That sounds like a very solid plan to me. Panda, you have anything to add to ask?
No, I just want to say, Kai, amazing drive. I know the first race wasn't what you expected, but second race, I think it was Warden that went off, and then you inherited that position, but still, amazing drive. You definitely deserve that.
Yeah, I managed to get a place off Alex because when that rain came at the end, when you're on slicks and the rain starts coming down, you want to keep off of those curbs. And I think he touched the curb, went a little bit skittish, and managed to get another place there. So made up for the first race, like I said.
But you didn't. Hey, and I mean, that's probably one less race for you that you have to sit in that GTR. So you're probably ecstatic.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, seriously, well done.
I love the GTR. Cheers, man.
No, man, no one actually unironically loves the GTR. Thank you so much, though. We do appreciate. And yeah, while the racing, you can definitely go give yourself a tap on the back. And we'll see you at Zolder.
Nice one, man. Cheers. See you next week.
Cheers, thank you so much.
Yeah, cheers.
And everyone, that has been our races at the beautiful Donington. Draakje, that was exciting, wasn't it?
That was very exciting. Like Charger said in chat, damn, that was tough. Yeah, it's a tough race. Skybank saying it was fun. Obviously, he was in front, so yeah, at least in the first three. It has been an interesting race. Zolder will be interesting. I think it's quite a narrow track as far as I know. So I think. I don't have anything to say other than we'll probably see you then again.
Yeah, well, everyone, this has been an amazing race. We do appreciate every single one of you watching. And yeah, for myself and Draakje, we'll definitely see you at the next race. If it isn't us, it will probably be Llamas, also amazing commentator, or not. We do appreciate you all watching, and it has been an amazing day with you. Remember, please do like and subscribe to the RWB International channel. Go have a look at our sponsors in the bottom, and you can also go to our website. I think it's RWB Race. Wait, give me a second. rwbracing.club. You can go there and you can join the Discord. That is also in the description. You can join the Discord and become part of the family. From us here at RWB, from Balance of Power series, we do appreciate you all, and we will definitely see you all next time. Have a great one, everyone. See you at Zolder. See ya.